We'll pull out the jar and that old guitar and pass them around. Bass trackers, bayliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park, anchored out and getting loud all summer long. Side by side, there's 5 houseboat front porches, astroturf lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat, that's us, the Redneck Yacht Club.
It's time for Forest City High School basketball on Mix 107.3 with Sarah Nagastal.
Thanks, John. Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Forest City High School as we get set for high school basketball tonight on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. It is Forest City versus Garner Hayfield Ventura. In girls and boys basketball, we start first with the girls contest where the Indians, ranked number 12 in Class 3A, take on the Cardinals of Garner Hayfield Ventura, who are 8-11 and 4-10 in the TIC West. This is our pregame show. Our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingley Construction Service in Forest City. They now have truck customization and Western snowplows through their KCS Customs division. Accessorize your vehicle by calling KCS Customs today at 641-585-0101. That's 641-585-0101. KCS Customs, Kingley Construction Service in Forest City, the sponsor of today's pregame show, and we'll have that pregame show for you in 30 seconds on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. It can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how we can help your ride on Facebook at KCS Customs. KCS Customs of Forest City, your Western snowplow dealer and vehicle customizer.
KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Well, it's the makeup game from in January. These two teams were supposed to meet right in that middle of January time. That was when we had that big cold spell, actually, GHV electing not to make the trip here to Forest City on one of those nights. Actually, it was January 15th. I know that because it was Cocky's night. And that was the makeup night for Forest City and Garner Hayfield Ventura. They were originally supposed to play earlier in the season, earlier in January. They moved the game to Caucus night on January 15th, and then it was a little bit chilly, a little bit cold that night, and so they decided not to play and decided to move the game here to February 5th, where Forest City will play 2 games to end off the season. With that, it gives us an opportunity to talk about the conference here at the end of the season. Forest City put themselves in a situation where they still are possibly could still win the top of Iowa West, or a share of the top of Iowa West. They would need some help, though, as Bishop Garrigan will need to lose to North Iowa. That game is also being played this evening here between Bishop Garrigan and North Iowa. So if North Iowa can pull the upset against Bishop Garrigan tonight, Forest City can defeat Garner Hayfield Ventura and then go on the road to Belmont Clemmy tomorrow and defeat the Belmont Clemmy Broncos. The Indians will earn themselves a share of the TIC West, though Bishop Garrigan, they control their own destiny. If the Golden Bears defeat North Iowa tonight, they will lock up the outright conference title. It'll be the 5th straight conference title for Bishop Garrigan. 2 of those would be, or pardon me, it would be 4 of them would be solo. They did share the conference title a few years ago with West Hancock. So if the Indians can get in there and if North Iowa can find the victory and Forest City can get in there and share, that would be 3 of 5 for Bishop Garrigan. 3 of those being outright. 3 of the 5 of their conference titles being outright. 2 of them they would be via the share, but Forest City is looking to share for the conference title, and again, they need some help in order to do that. Again, both teams also have their postseason pairings. We have postseason pairings out as well. Forest City will be in region number 4 in Class 3A with Roland Story, the top-ranked team in that class. Roland Story is the number 5 team in Class 3A this year. 4A City, the number 12 team, so actually they don't bracket it out that way. But when you're talking about like a 64-team bracket, what meets up in that bracket, of course, the 12 versus 5. So it should be a good matchup there if 4A City is able to win their first 2 games against New Hampton and Osage and get themselves into a regional final. They would play either Roland Story or Hampton-Dumont Cal, Iowa Falls, Alden, or Clear Lake. So the top half of the bracket is Clear Lake versus Iowa Falls, with the winner getting the winner of Roland Story and Hampton-Dumont Cal. And bottom half of the bracket, 4A City versus New Hampton, with the winner getting Osage or Crestwood in the regional semifinals. 4A City is playing themselves here at a home game again this year. 4A City's had quite a few home games when it comes to the postseason of the last couple of years, and I think they would be looking forward to taking on the Osage Green Devils, a team 4A City has never beaten in 5-on-5 girls basketball in the postseason, a team that has gotten the best of 4A City in the early days of the Coach Erpelding era, and even the early days. Actually, 4A City's first ever 5-on-5 postseason game was a loss to Osage, and that was in 1994. And 4A City actually played back-to-back games against Osage in 1994. They ended the 1994 season against Osage, and then opened up the first 5-on-5 girls basketball postseason game against Osage, and falling to the Green Devils in both of those 2 games. So there's some history when it comes to Osage. 4A City playing New Hampton, 4A City will play New Hampton, and that'll be the first ever meeting between 4A City and New Hampton in 5-on-5 girls basketball, which seems a little bit weird because 4A City and New Hampton, of course, have played in so many other sports, postseason games in baseball, and have played some regular season games as well, but never in 5-on-5 girls basketball, so that'll be a first on Monday when 4A City opens up the postseason Monday night here in 4A City. They go Monday, Wednesday. We actually just found out, we'll talk more about it with Coach Rosacker at halftime of the girls game, but we just found out the boys pairings as well at about 3:30 or so on our way here to the gym this evening. 4A City will host on Saturday against Belmont Clemmy, so we will have a busy schedule here. We're here tonight. We're at Belmont Clemmy on tomorrow night. 4A City will take on West Fork on Thursday. We'll turn around and play New Hampton in the first round postseason game here a week from tonight on a Monday night, and then a Wednesday night, hopefully 4A City playing in a regional semifinal. Within Saturday, that first round game of boys, our first round game with boys basketball in there as well, and then 4A City obviously hoping to play in a regional final that Saturday as well, as the Indians are hoping to be playing on the 17th, which would be the state championships of wrestling that night as well, on February 17th. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back in about 2.5 minutes here on the pregame show, brought to you by Kingland Construction Service in 4A City. We'll come back in 2.5 minutes, and we will have more of the pregame show as we get set for the Indians and Garner Hayfield Ventura here on KIOW. This is Indian and Garner Hayfield Ventura basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota for all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs. See the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl in Forest City is open for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East of Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Lubbock have the market experience to help you follow your dream. They are a member of the State and National Association of Realtors and are ready to help you. Missile Realty of Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Prudent metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as we get set for tip-off tonight in the girls' contest for a City versus Garner Hayfield Ventura tonight in boys and girls basketball. We start first with the girls. Let's talk about this all-time matchup between these two teams. First of all, this is the 111th meeting all-time and all-time, I guess, between 4A City and Garner Hayfield Ventura and Garner Hayfield and Garner. 64-46, 4A City leads the all-time series, 64-46. 4A City won both of the games last year. The Indians have won 3 straight in this series. As far as regular season games go, it's 60-45 in favor of the Indians and 4-1 in favor of 4A City when you add in the postseason games as well, as last GHV win over 4A City was the second matchup of 21 and 22. Comparing these two teams, 4A City 59 points per game, Garner Hayfield Ventura 46 points per game, as the Indians are giving up about 11 points less per game as GHV is. 4A City shooting free throws at about 55%, GHV about 57%. Indians are shooting 40% from the floor, while GHV shooting 31% from the floor. And the Indians and the Cardinals are about even when it comes to reboundings per game. And part of the reason why GHV is so high in the rebounding per game is going to be the senior Greta Gouge, who is actually number 2 in Class 3A when it comes to offensive rebounds this year with 106. Gouge, number 2, trailing number 1 by just a few offensive rebounds. There are 106 total offensive rebounds for her so far this year. With that, let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Garner Hayfield Ventura Cardinals, who are 8-11 and 4-10 in the TIC West. Number 1 is a senior at 5'5", Jenna Prignitz. Number 2 is Allie Durr, a 5'6" senior for the Cardinals. Number 4 is a senior at 5'6", Allie Hess. Number 10 is a senior, Kennedy Frayne at 5'7", and number 11 is Greta Gouge, the 5'11" senior forward for the Garner Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. Adam Ernest is in his second year as the head coach of the GHV Cardinals. They are 17-25 under his direction. Starting lineups for 4A City will look like this. The Indians will start number 2, a junior at 5'6", Colette Logus, averaging 11.5 points per game. A senior guard at 5'4", number 3 is Emma Anderson. A senior at 5'7", number 5 is Jaden Jerome. A senior number 10, Zoe Holmes. And a sophomore number 14 is Hayden Brown. Matt Erpelding is the head coach of the 4A City Indians in his 21st year. The Indians are 16-3 and 12-2 in the TIC West. We'll come back following the national anthem for tip-off between 4A City and Garner Hayfield Ventura. This is Indian and Cardinal basketball from KIOW.
Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
County line.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, MK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestel with you here from Forest City High School as we get set for tip-off. The Indians and the Cardinals. Cardinals will bench their left in black jerseys. GHV in white across their chest. Numbers are on front and back also in white. Forest City, the white home jerseys. Gray numbers are on front and back. Indians in gray across their chest. Those are outlined in red. Zoe Holmes on senior night will jump against Greta Gouge in the center circle. And we are set and ready for high school basketball. Just a couple of regular season games remaining in the 2023-2024 season. And we are underway as Gouge will poke the ball backwards, taken by Jaden Jerome. Off to Colette Logus and Forest City, and the Indians will bring it across the half-court line. Anderson, a quick bobble, and she'll get it back at the 10-foot volleyball line, top of the key. Got a quick guard on Brown, who's got the basketball. Dribbles inside, now back out. Left side is Jaden Jerome with the basketball, being guarded there by Frayne. Here's Logus, inside to Brown. Brown at the free throw line, trying to go backdoor to Anderson, but it gets out of her reach and goes out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Garner Hayfield Ventura. They touched it momentarily with Gouge on the opener, but now getting it offensively for the first time, trying to break the Forest City press. Prignitz has it across the half-court line to Gouge. Near the out-of-bounds line, Gouge back to Prignitz at the 10-foot volleyball line. 7:25 to play here on the opener. Durr, left side. Top of the key now, left side, Prignitz. Prignitz will drive in baseline. Got too far on her. Here's Frayne for a three. That's no good. Kennedy's shot a bit long. Rebound by Brown. Brown wants to run inside to Holmes. Holmes back outside for a three for Anderson. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound to Brown, though. Brown puts it back up, and that is also no good. Holmes the rebound. It's good, and the harm. Zoe Holmes grabs the follow-up, a third opportunity for the Indians, and Zoe scores for the first time tonight. Foul coming against Greta Gouge. Her first, team's first, and Holmes is going to have an and-one opportunity here for Forest City. Free throw on the way is up, and it is no good. Oh, they're going to call a lane violation against GHV, so Forest City's going to get another opportunity at it as the rim of the ball missed by Holmes, but with the violation, the Indians will get another opportunity. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is good this time. So Holmes puts it in, gets a second opportunity, and she knocks it down. 7 minutes exactly to play here in the opening quarter. Indians lead 3-0. Across the half-court line, Prignitz will try to make it across. They're going to call a foul against Logus. That'll be her first. First team foul against the Indians. As Logus tried to reach in and slap that one away, and she got arm with it, so the ball will go back to GHV or stay with the Cardinals. And so they're going to reset the shot clock as well, make sure that is where it needs to be. 6:52 to play here in the opener. 3-0 is the lead in favor of the Indians. Still working on the shot clock. There it is. So to get reset to 33 seconds, 6:52 to play here in the opener. Prignitz will inbound the basketball from in front of the Forest City bench. Oh, that's over back. As Durr grabbed it in front of on the Forest City side, then ran into the GHV side and goes over with it. So Forest City will get the basketball back with Anderson as she will inbound in front of the GHV bench with 6:51 to play here in the opening quarter. Anderson will inbound to the backcourt to Logus, and the Indians will set it up to the right side. Holmes, baseline, underneath. Anderson, she's cutting through the lane, and she goes up and under and scores. Nice move there by Anderson. Better pass by Holmes, and the Indians lead 5-0. Frayne on the right side. Gives it back to Durr. Looking inside at Gouge. They didn't see it, so they give it back to Frayne on the right wing. Here's Durr with the basketball. Durr gets a screen from Gouge. She was trying to roll inside. They didn't see her, though. Back to Prignitz on the right wing. Prignitz top of the key. They'll give it left side to Durr. Durr back to Frayne. Here's Prignitz who will step and shoot a three. That's no good, and the rebound will be off of GHV and Forest City basketball. Great job by Hayden Brown. She was falling out of bounds. And she threw it back in off the Cardinals, and it will stay with the Indians, or go back to the Indians here with 6:15 to play in the opening quarter. 6:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Forest City will get the basketball back. Across the half-court line, Anderson has it left wing. Anderson will try to drive inside on the sophomore Shizzle, who's in for the first time. Logus is stopped at the free throw line, gives it back out to Jerome. Jerome had to chase it down, nearly falls out of bounds, but she's able to keep it alive. Top of the key, Holmes. Here's Brown at the free throw line. They're on her quickly with Ellie Hess. Now Brown will drive. Free throw line, kicks it back out to Logus. Logus will spin in the lane. Working on Shizzle for two. It's in and out, no good, and the rebound will go to Gouge. Gouge, a ton of rebounds. One of the leaders in the state, she grabs one there. Here's Shizzle, she stopped, and Forest City was looking for a jump ball and said it's going to be a foul called against Logus. Now Logus has two. So Colette Logus will pick up her second foul, second team foul against the Indians. And Logus is going to have to come out with her second foul as Isa Brand will check in for the Indians. 5-0 Forest City in the lead, 5:38 to play in the opening quarter. As we'll see an inbound pass coming from in front of the Forest City bench for Garner Hayfield Ventura. Durr will do the inbounding. Gets it into Shizzle near the half-court line, being guarded by Holmes. Shizzle into the corner to Durr. Durr looking inside at Gouge. Durr will dribble it from the right corner to the right wing. Now left side to Shizzle. Shizzle backs up near the half-court line. She picks up her dribble. Now to Hess. Hess drives in free throw line. Inside of the free throw line. Kicks it out. Here's a three on the way right side. Durr. That's no good. Long rebound comes to Zoe Holmes, and the Indians will reset offensively with a 5-0 lead and a 5:10 to play here in this opening quarter. Isa Brand picks up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Does to Jaden Jerome, who will back up behind the 10-foot volleyball line and reset the offense for the Indians. Here's Anderson inside the lane. Anderson looking for two. That's up and good. Emma Anderson scores her second bucket of the game. It's 7-0 for A City. 4:51 to play in the opening quarter. And a reset of the shot clock, so we will re-inbound the basketball from the baseline. It'll be Jenna Prignitz who will do so. So Prignitz will inbound the basketball after the reset. Gouge, quick pass to Durr. Durr is 1-on-3 though. She's going against Jerome. Her shot no good. It's a bit short. And the rebound this time comes to Anderson. Anderson trying to work a couple. Now the Indians have 4-on-3. Inside to Brown. Brown back outside to Holmes. Holmes on the right wing. Pump fakes with it, feeds it inside to Brown. It's poked away by Prignitz, but kept by Brown. Brown on the right wing, back to Holmes, top of the key. Zoe working on Gouge. Zoe will drive in, kicks it off to Anderson. Anderson free throw line inside the lane. She stops, backdoor pass to Isa Brand, who will try for two. That's too strong, no good. Rebound to Hayden Brown, though. Top of the key, Anderson. Anderson drives in with the left hand. Her shot no good, but the harm, and she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. It'll go on Gouge. That'll be her second. Second team foul, so 4 team fouls against 2 different girls for both teams. Logus has 2 for the Indians. Gouge has 2 for the Cardinals. 4:12 to play first period. And Anderson will get a pair for the Indians. The first one is up, and it is in and out, no good. Anderson already has 4 on the night for the Indians. Leading scorer for 4A City tonight on senior night. Zoe Holmes got the start tonight on senior night. She'll go to the bench with 4:12 to play here in the opening period. One more free throw will come from Anderson. Out of her right arm, it is up, and it is good. She sinks it. She's got 5. The Indians lead 8-0. Again, have GHV trapped near half court. Shizzle will bring it across the line. Shizzle has it poked away by Isabrand, but out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cardinals. 4:06 to play here in the opening quarter. From the baseline, GHV will inbound right next to the GHV cheerleaders. On the far side of us, inbound to Gouge, poked out of bounds by Brown, and it will stay with GHV. 29 seconds to play on the shot clock, 4:06 to play here on the opening quarter. From the baseline, Durr will inbound for the Cardinals. Durr looking. She'll get it into Shizzle near half court of the Big FC logo. Now to Frayne left wing. Frayne top of the key to the right side now to Prignitz inside to Gouge. Gouge looking for her first bucket. It's up and it is good. Greta Gouge scores for the Cardinals, and it's now 8-2, and GHV is on the board for the first time. Anderson will come across the line. She'll bark out the marching orders for the Indians offensively. To the right side, she'll hand it off now to Isabrand. Left side, it is a three-point on the way for Jerome. It's up and it is no good. Bethany Warren grabs the rebound for the Indians. Warren is trapped near the inbound line. Now there's a pass inside taken away by Gouge. Gouge has got a steal for the Cardinals. She'll slow up past half court. Hand it off to Durr. Durr at the free throw line will drive all the way in looking for two, and it is lost out of bounds. Goes back to the Indians. Into the game for the first time is the junior Patience Catter, the 5'6" junior guard. Wears number 3 this year. She wore 21 for the Cardinals a year ago. Now wearing number 3 for GHV. 3:24 to play in the opening quarter. Anderson to Brown, top of the key. Brown pumps fakes inside, keeps the basketball. She's dribbling around, being guarded there by Catter. The ball's lost on the floor. There's a scramble for it. Eisenbrand comes up with it. Back inside to Brown. Brown for 2 through traffic. It's no good, and the rebound comes to Gouge. Now Shizzle, outlet pass to Prignitz for 2. And her shot too strong. Rebound by Bethany Warren for the Indians. Forest City back across the half-court line. Warren dribbling it all the way. Eisenbrand top of the key. Being guarded there by Prignitz. She'll drive in left side of the paint. Spin move for 2. It is up no good. Rebound to Eisenbrand. Back to Anderson for 2, and she scores. Timeout going to be called here by the Cardinals with 2:45 to play in the opener. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30. This is Indian and Cardinal basketball from Koloff Media Sports.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. Patrick will use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. He will focus on what's important to you and partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Patrick and his team today at 641-582-2248. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you this evening here from 4A City High School, where the Indians lead 10-2. 2:45 left in the opening period. And it's the Cardinals who will bring the ball in across the half-court line. As Prignitz loses the handle on it, they're going to say it goes off of 4A City, though. And so it'll stay with the Cardinals on the right side of your radio dial. Cardinals in black tonight here on the road. Indians in their home whites for the final regular season time of the year. Gouge out to Catter. Here's Hess, and she has it ripped away by Eisenbrand, and then it is off of GHV and out of bounds. Eisenbrand was fighting for it with Hess, and they're going to say Hess touched it last on the scramble. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Indians. 2:31 to play here in the opening period with 4A City leading 10-2. Eisenbrand across the line, 10-foot volleyball line. She stops with it. Looking to get rid of it. Does off to Brown, and the Indians are in their offense. At the free throw line, Brown left side to Bethany Warren. Warren back at the free throw line to Brown. Brown looking for a 2. That's on the way up, no good. Rebound Bethany Warren puts it back up, and she scores. 12-2 Indians by 10. Shizzle trying to work it across. She does. Shizzle trying to go all the way in, and she has the ball ripped out of her hands, and it's going to be a jump ball. Stays with the Cardinals. So Brown tried to rip it away, and instead they both hang on to it long enough for a jump ball. It stays with the Cardinals, and they'll get it back on the jump ball. Here with 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter and a 12-2 lead for the Indians. Lynn the basketball to Shizzle. 10-foot volleyball line, Shizzle, and they throw it away. And it'll go back to the Indians with 1:56 to play here in the opener. Geeson is in for 4A City. Anderson will go out. Drew Segelum is also in for the first time tonight as well with 1:55 to play in the opener. Brown comes across. Here's Geeson on the left side. Geeson to back to the right side of Bethany Warren. She's going to square up for a 3 that's short, no good. And the long rebound comes back out to Shizzle. Patience Catter originally, now to Shizzle, now back to Catter left side. She's going to pull the trigger on a three-point basket. That's no good. And the rebound will go to Eisenbrand for the Indians. 4A City has numbers now across the line. They're 4-on-3. Eisenbrand. And we're going to be a foul called here against the Cardinals. So the Indians will keep the basketball with foul called. It'll go against Gouge. That'll be her third. 3 team fouls against GHV in the quarter, all 3 of them against Gouge. And we'll see an inbound pass coming here by Brown. She'll inbound it to Geeson, top of the key. Geeson looking around. And they throw it away. Geeson and Bethany Warren not on the same page as Geeson went to give it off to Warren, and Warren just throws the ball away as Greta will have to go to the bench for the Cardinals. Sydney Helgeson, the junior 5'9", wears number 15. She'll come in for the first time. 1:25 to play in the opener. Shizzle gets the inbound pass along the baseline, trying to get rid of it in the backcourt. Does to Durr. Durr is stuck in the backcourt. It'll be a jump ball, and this time will go to the Indians. So jump ball this time will go to Forest City with 1:17 to play here in the opening period. 12-2 is the lead for the Indians as Eisenbrand will do the inbounding in front of the GHV bench. They'll run their offensive inbounding play here. Bethany Warren, top of the key, back to Eisenbrand, left side, inside to Segelum. Segelum inside the lane trying to work on Helgeson, gives it back to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand baseline has two girls on her, and there is going to be a whistle and a travel called, and Forest City will turn the basketball over, and it will go back to GHV with 1:08 to play here in the opening period. Cardinals will inbound the basketball. Durr will inbound to Helgeson. Helgeson up to Prignitz. Prignitz at the free throw line. Gives it back out to Shizzle on the right wing. Shizzle drives in, gives it off to Frayne, who's behind the three-point line. Frayne back to Durr, top of the key, back to Shizzle. Shizzle on the baseline, stops, gives it back to Frayne. Frayne to Prignitz, left side. Durr looking for a three on the way. That's up, no good. And the rebound this time is bounced around. It ends up in the hands of the Cardinals. Now Frayne's going to square up for a three. That's no good. And the rebound this time will go out of bounds and go back to the Indians with 38 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And Forest City leading 12-2. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City and Garner Hayfield Ventura basketball tonight. As the Indians trying to work it across the half-court line. Through Segelum will bring it for the Indians. She's trapped near half-court, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Cardinals. So the Cardinals will get it back here with 31 seconds to go in the opening quarter and a 12-2 lead for the Indians by 10. They'll inbound to Shizzle in the backcourt. Shizzle trying to bring it across the line. She does. Shizzle gives it off. It's thrown away by the Indians. Eisenbrand's got the steal going the other way. She'll jump stop. Two-point basket is good. Quickly, Shizzle comes back across the line for GHV inside looking for two, and she gets it to go. They're running two for Shizzle. It's 14-4, just like that. The lead's still 10 points for the Indians. Inside to Geeson. Geeson underneath. Two at the buzzer. Did it go? No, they're going to say it's too late. Geeson got it off to Eisenbrand, who put it up, but they're going to say it was too late. 14-4. It's a 10-point lead for the Indians at the end of one. We'll come back in 1 minute for the second quarter after this on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the past 90 years, NSB Bank has provided the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarek Estelle with you this evening as the Indians of Forest City leading the Cardinals of Garner Hayfield Ventura 14-4. As we head to the second period, it'll be Forest City basketball to start the second. And Anderson will bring the ball across the half-court line to Geeson on the right side. Geeson inside now to Jenna Donchie in for the first time. And Donchie's shot a bit strong, no good, but the harm comes, and she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. The foul will go against Frayne. That'll be Kennedy's first foul of the game. First team foul of the second quarter against the Cardinals, and Donchie's first free throw is up, and it is no good. She'll get one more. Jenna in for the first time at the second quarter mark. Got a good move inside, but got hacked, and the ball went a little bit strong. Second free throw also no good. The rebound, though, comes out to Shizzle, and Shizzle wants to run. Inside, stop short corner, gives it back out. Durr, she's lined up for a three, and her shot a bit long, no good. Rebound will come up to Segelum for the Indians. She had it poked away right into the hand of the Cardinals. Here's Durr. Now Durr has it poked away. There's a battle for it on the floor, and it's back in the hands of the Cardinals, and now Durr dribbles it off her foot, out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Indians. 7:33 to play here in the second quarter, 14-4, a 10-point lead for the Indians, getting the basketball back. Colette Logus for the Indians will bring the ball across the half-court line. Oh, now they throw it away. Right to Durr. Durr going for two. Her shot is up, and it is good. Cardinals got it back to 14-6. Logos back in. Bethany Warren inside for two. Her shot no good. Rebound to Seglum. Seglum inside to Donchi. Donchi too far under, trying to give it to Bethany Warren. It's off the Indians and goes back to GHV. 14-6 is the lead in favor of the Indians. Forest City will turn it over here. And with 7:07 to go in the second quarter, GHV will get the basketball back. Inbound pass will come from in front of the Garner Hayfield Ventura bench. The Indians have the Cardinals trapped. Durr will break it though as she gets across the line. Off the Frayne left wing. Frayne to Shizzle. Shizzle has it nearly poked in the backcourt, but she keeps it, tiptoes the half-court line on the right side. Prignitz has the ball poked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cardinals with 16 seconds to play here on the shot clock. 6:48 to play in the first half. Durr looking to get it in. She slaps the basketball. She'll inbound it to Frayne, top of the key. Frayne to Prignitz. Prignitz to Frayne, top of the key. To Durr, it was poked out of bounds though by the Indians. It will stay with the Cardinals, which is 8 on the shot clock. 6:40 to play here in the second quarter. 8 seconds on the shot clock for GHV to get a shot off. They'll inbound the basketball from the Forest City bench. They get it into Shizzle. Shizzle double dribbles, and Forest City will get it back with 6:38 to play here in the second quarter. So just like that, the Indians will get the basketball back. 6:38 to play second quarter. It's 14-6. Colette Logos has it. Logos feeds it off to Anderson. Anderson back across the Logos as the Indians will get it across the line. Drew Seglum inside the paint, looking for two. Her shot is up, no good, and the rebound goes to Prignitz for the Cardinals. She'll feed up to Shizzle. Shizzle looking for two. Her shot too strong, no good. Rebound picked up, though, by Colette Logos. Logos, left wing now in the corner. Anderson for two. Her shot is good. Anderson's got 7 now for the Indians. Across the half-court line, here comes GHV. A three for Frayne. She'll knock it down. Kennedy Frayne's first triple. Actually, first triple by either team. It's 16-9. Anderson across the line. Short corner, Bethany Warren will try for two. That's no good. Rebound to Seglum. Back outside, Logos will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound this time will go to Donchi. Back outside to Logos. Third opportunity for the Indians. Inside to Donchi. Donchi has it poked away by Helgeson, and GHV will get it back. Prignitz, long pass up to Shizzle. Bethany Warren pokes it away into the Forest City bench, and the ball will stay with GHV. 5:29 to play here in the second quarter. 16-9 is the lead for the Indians. Cardinals will inbound the basketball from in front of the Forest City bench. Prignitz to Shizzle, short corner, back outside Prignitz. Prignitz will drive in looking for two, and Jenna Donchi thought she had a shot block. Instead, she's going to get called for a foul. So Donchi will be charged with her first foul. First team foul of the second quarter. It'll be 2 free throws for Prignitz. Her first free throw on the way is up, and it is good. Cardinals shoot free throws at about 57% as a team. 5:24 to play second quarter. One more free throw will come as GHV is trying to make this a 5-point game. It's up, and it is good. Anderson for the Indians will get the inbound passes. Forest City has had their lead cut in half. Anderson back to Logos, right side, looking for the Indians' first three of the game. It's no good. Rebound will go to Bethany Warren, and now out of bounds. No, saved by Brown, but right into the hands of Shizzle. Shizzle driving all the way in. Shizzle too far under. Bethany Warren takes it away now for the Indians. Warren up to Brown, but she throws it right into the hands of the Cardinals as Valerie Welsh takes it away. Here comes GHV now. Both teams back and forth. Patience Catter to Prignitz. She drives in looking for two. Too far under, and the basketball will go to the Indians on a rebound by Donchi. Off to Anderson. Anderson to Bethany Warren, right side. Back outside to Anderson. Top of the key. Left side. Three-point shot on the way is up, and it is no good for the Indians, and the rebound will come to Bethany Warren. Warren out to Brown. Brown will try for a three. That's no good. And the rebound this time will go to the Cardinals. Prignitz has it. On the run, Prignitz Has it poked away by Anderson, and it'll stay with the Cardinals. 4:18 to play, second quarter, 16-11. 5-point lead for 4A City, the lead that has been as much as 10 in this game. From the baseline, GHV will inbound the basketball. Durer looking to get it in. Does the Shizzle left wing. Shizzle will drive in for two. Her shot no good. Rebound to Zoe Holmes for the Indians. Holmes outlet pass to Anderson. Anderson across the line to Logus, short corner. Logus back to Anderson. Anderson for two. Her shot is up and it is good. Emma Anderson back in for two more for the Indians. She's got 11. And it's 18-11, 4A City in the lead. Jump ball will stay with the Cardinals as the ball was poked out of the hands of GHV, and Holmes and Durr got on the floor after it. So it'll be a jump ball, and it will stay with the Cardinals. Inbound pass will come to Frayne at the free throw line. Frayne back to Durr. Back to Frayne on the right wing. Left side now, Patience Catter. Catter gets a screen from Welsh. Now to Durr. Durr drives in looking for two. Body foul is going to be called. Free throws coming. Shot was no good by Durr, but Joey Holmes going to be called for the body there. That'll be her first foul of the game. Second team foul against the Indians. And Durr will go to the free throw line for two here. GHV 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far in the half by Prignitz a moment ago, and Durr will add on to that as she makes her first one here. GHV now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe, and it's an 18-12 4A City lead with 3:42 to play, second quarter. One more free throw on the way is up, and it is no good. The rebound this time goes to Logus for the Indians. And Logus will bring the ball across the line and set up the offense. Left side, Jaden Jerome left the three-point arc. Now to the right side, it's Hayden Brown. She'll work to the top of the key, pass it off to Anderson. Quick pass in the corner for Jerome for a three. It's no good, and the rebound will go to Frayne for GHV. Frayne trapped. She's able to get rid of it, though. Out to Catter. Now to Shizzle. Shizzle for two. Her shot is no good, and the rebound goes to Zoe Holmes for the Indians, and a foul called against the Cardinals. Valerie Welsh is going to be... No, they're going to charge it against Durr instead. I thought Welsh was going to be charged with the foul. Instead, they charge it to Durr. It'll be her first, team second of the quarter. 3:15 to play, second quarter. It's the Indians leading 18-12 over the GHV Cardinals here. The final regular season home game of the year. 4A City will be back 1 week from tonight to open the postseason. Play the final regular season game tomorrow night at Belmont Clemmy. Logus with the basketball in the corner to Jerome. Jerome at the free throw line. Stops Logus top of the key. Inside Anderson looking for two. Her shot no good. And the rebound will come to Valerie Welsh for GHV. Out to Catter. Catter across the line for the Cardinals. She picks up her dribble, though, deep. Has to get rid of it. Does to Frayne. Now to Hess. Hess inside the lane to the right side. Here's a three on the way for Catter. High arcing, no good. And the rebound comes to Anderson and Logus for the Indians. Logus is the one that comes up with it. Logus inside the lane. Floater for two. It's no good. Rebound to Holmes. Holmes loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it goes off of Frayne, and it will stay with 4A City. As Prignitz and Helgeson are back in for GHV. Frayne and Welsh go to the bench for the Cardinals. Anderson will inbound the basketball from the baseline to Brown. Brown, third block jumper. It's no good. Anderson grabs the rebound, though. Emma gets it back out. Jaden Jerome looking for a three. That's good. Jaden Jerome knocks down the Indians' first three of the ball game at the 2:16 mark of the second quarter. 21-12. Now a loose ball. Brown's got it for the Indians, and a foul is going to be called against the Cardinals. It'll go against GHV's Helgeson. That'll be her first foul. It'll be the third foul of the quarter. And Anderson will bring the ball across the line for the Indians, leading 21-12. A 9-point 4A City lead. Logus left wing. Logus inside the lane. Now she picks up her dribble. Short corner left side. Hands it back to Anderson. Anderson, floater, yes. Emma Anderson's got the touch tonight. 23-12, Indians by 11. Catter to Durr. Durr across the half-court line. Pardon me, that's Prignitz. Now to Hess, far side. Now it's Durr left wing. Hess has got it. She'll drive inside the lane, stop, give it back to Prignitz. Prignitz bobbles it, ball's loose on the floor. Logus has got it for the Indians, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go back to the Indians. Good hustle there by Prignitz as she got on the floor to fight for it with Logus and causes a jump ball, which will go back to 4A City. The Indians will get the basketball back here, 1:29 to play, second quarter. Across the half-court line, Anderson at the 10-foot volleyball line. Inside to Brown. Brown, top of the key to Anderson. Left side, Jerome looking for a three. It's on the way. It's good. Jaden Jerome back-to-back threes. Jaden Jerome knocks down back-to-back threes. Left side, Frayne looking for a three. It's on the way. It is no good. And the rebound will go to the Cardinals. Ball is loose. Picked up by Helgeson. Poked away. Now a three on the way for Prignitz. It's no good. And the rebound will go to Brown. This time 26-12 is the lead. Here's Holmes inside the lane looking for two. Holmes' shot is up and it is good. Zoe Holmes has a two. Timeout called by GHV. 30-second timeout. 40 seconds left in the half. It's 28-12 Indians. Their largest lead will come back in 30 here on KIOW.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 16-point lead for the Indians, 28-12. Their largest right now with 40 seconds left here in the half. Shizzle gets it to Durr as they're trying to break across the half-court line. Cardinals still in the backcourt, only have about 4 seconds to get across. 3 seconds now as they'll finally get across with Helgeson right as the clock hits 25. Prignitz inside, ball's on the floor. Zoe Holmes dives for it, gets it for 4A City, but now Shizzle takes it back for the Cardinals. Shizzle up for two. Her shot is no good. Eisenbrand's got the basketball for the Indians now on the rebound. 15 to play in the half, and the Indians will get it back. Shizzle trying to work on Eisenbrand, gives it back off to Anderson. Now 9 to play in the quarter. Now 7, Anderson has it with 5. Brown in the corner, Jerome with 3. Jerome's 3 no good. Rebound, and the quarter will expire with the Indians leading 28-12. A wild first half. The Cardinals doing everything they can to stay with the Indians, but 4A City's pressure has got them a 16-point lead here at the end of one half. We'll come back for the postgame or the halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. We'll have that for you in about 2 minutes here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Forest City Auto is your local Napa Auto Care Center. Our local staff will work to get your vehicle back on the road. With state-of-the-art equipment, a 2-year parts and labor warranty on all repairs, and free pickup and delivery in Forest City, Forest City Auto is the place to take your vehicle. Call 641-581-3000 today.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians, an employee-owned store with everything you need here in Forest City. Try the all-new Hy-Vee Perks. Get sale prices all the time with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Now available in your local Forest City Hy-Vee store.
Higher Spear Insurance strives to be your all-encompassing agency, protecting everything from your home and auto to your farm, crop, and health. And while the name on the door has changed, our commitment to serve our friends, families, and local communities has not. Find us in our 3 locations, Titonka, Forest City, and Thompson. Call 515-928-2085 or learn ways to protect your future at higherspearins.com.
Back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zerna Gaston with you here at halftime. Halftime of our girls contest with the Indians leading the game by a score of 28-12. Our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf in Forest City supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. Waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Waldorf University, the sponsor of today's halftime show. Here at the half, it is the Indians leading the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals by a score of 28-12, a 16-point lead for Forest City here at halftime. Let's take a look at some of our stats here at the halftime. Starting first with our fouls, there was 4 fouls called against the Indians and a total of 6 fouls called against the Cardinals in the first half. Forest City shot 5 free throws in the first half, where the Indians went 2 of 5 from the free throw line. GHV shot 4 free throws in the first half. The Cardinals went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The Indians made 2 3-pointers. The Cardinals made 1 3-pointer in the first half. And Forest City didn't make their first one until the 2:16 mark of that first half. But they have the lead here at halftime by a score of 28-12. We're at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 2.5 minutes here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones financial advisor Amy Ryan of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed, an Iowa-based company, has a full line of corn and soybeans. Call Lucas today at 641-860-0595. Plant it, profit. Cornelius Seed from Lucas Woogie.
Hi, I'm Billy Howie, the manager of Chrysler of Forest City.
And hey, I'm Garrett Black, the manager of Forest City Auto Center.
Pritchard Family Auto has Forest City fans covered.
For all your sales and service needs with 2 stores.
See Chrysler on Highway 69 South for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
And Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North for a full lineup of GM products.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zerna Gaston with you this evening. Here from Forest City High School, where the Indians are leading the Cardinals of GHV by a score of 28-12. And we're joined now by Forest City head boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. And coach, this game postponed a couple of times. Finally, we're here. We're going to get it in tonight. But first of all, let's go back to your game on Friday night against Lake Mills, a rivalry matchup there up in Lake Mills. And you guys were there for a while, but then Lake Mills kind of just flexed their muscles and pulled away for the win.
Yeah, exactly what happened. We did some really good things early, I thought, and then about 3-4 minutes to go in the second quarter, we just had some huge mental breakdowns defensively and let some guys loose, and you can't do that against a good team like Lake Mills. Like, we had done such a good job throughout the whole game of doing that. I think it was down to 3 with, partway through the second quarter, and then, like I said, we gave up some uncontested threes and some offensive rebounds late, and they had a 15-point lead at halftime, and we got some things fixed, but then right out the bat to start the second half, they hit a 3 again, and was battling a 20-25 point lead the second half. So the kids hung in there and battled, but obviously not what we wanted up there with the plan we had going in.
And, Coach, with that, the conference kind of being decided up top between Lake Mills and North Union, but your team's going to finish third in the conference. That's got to feel good. You got two really good teams up top. Your only losses this year are to those two teams up top.
Right. We knew coming in that those two would be the favorites, and I thought if we had a couple things bounce our way, we could be right there too. And I told the kids after our first loss, North Union, I thought 3 losses would win it. I was wrong as usual, but 2 losses or 1 loss is going to win it, and those two teams are just playing really well. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way the kids are playing there, minus the second half against Lake Mills, because they're getting better as the season goes on, and I think they're executing the way we want to execute and making adjustments throughout the season. So that's what you want to see.
And you guys got a couple of games left. We also know now that you guys are going to host the first-round postseason game against Belmont Clemmy, the team you're going to see tomorrow. So you're going to see them in pretty much back-to-back games. You'll have West Fork, of course, in between. But first of all, getting to play postseason at home has got to feel good.
That's always a goal we have, and it's a great environment here. We want to make sure we can play here if we can, and I wasn't sure we were going to be able to. I thought there was an outside chance we'd get a bye, which we came close to, but either way, we're going to get a home game, and then we'll go from there. And it's going to be a little unique playing Belmont and then turn around playing them again in less than a week. But we've done that before, so we'll just we'll go out there and hopefully execute both times and be all right.
You got the West Fork game in between as well, and we'll talk to you about that one when we see you tomorrow night in Belmont.
All right, sounds good.
That's Forest City head boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. Coach, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Aaron.
We will come back in about a minute for our continue our halftime show right after this.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your communities. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. It can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how we can help your ride on Facebook at KCS Customs. KCS Customs of Forest City, your Western snowplow dealer and vehicle customizer.
What are you doing? I'm trying to shove these $20 bills down the drain. Ah, there we go.
Having an old water softener is like shoving money down the drain, but a new Culligan softener can save money and a ton of salt. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Scoring in the first half looked like this. Emma Anderson leads all scorers with 13 points. It was 6 points for Jaden Jerome, 5 points for Zoe Holmes, 2 points in the contest for Lexi Eisbrand, and 2 points in the first half for Bethany Warren for the Indians. On senior night, the Indians have, 18-24 the Forest City's 28 points by seniors tonight here on senior night. For the Cardinals, their scoring looked like this: 2 points apiece for Gouge, Chisel, and Prignitz. 3 points apiece for Frayne and Durr for the Cardinals here in the first half. It'll be GHV basketball to start the second half. And with that, we are ready to play as the Cardinals will inbound the basketball to Gouge, who's back in with those 3 fouls. They're going to start with a 3 from Prignitz. That's no good. Rebounded Frayne, though, and GHV will get another opportunity, and a foul is going to be called on the Indians. So GHV comes out aggressive, shoots a 3, gets a rebound, and then picks up a foul against Forest City. It'll be the first foul of the quarter. It'll be second foul of the game against Zoe Holmes. Back to start again here for the Indians. The 3 starters getting the start: Zoe Holmes, Jaden Jerome, and Emma Anderson for the Indians. Getting the start tonight to go along with Colette Logus and Brown, and now GHV throws the ball away, so Forest City will get it back. 7:41 to play third quarter. It's 28-12 in favor of the Indians. So again, the 24 points there by the Indian seniors here in the first half. Jerome left side will dribble to the top of the key. She'll dribble around with it. Looking inside at Brown for 2. It's up and it is no good. And the rebound goes to Prignitz, and now Prignitz wants to run for the Cardinals. Prignitz across the line. To the right side, Durr. Durr head fakes, now gives it back off to Prignitz, top of the key. They feed inside to Gouch. She bobbles it, though, and Brown's got a steal. Brown, long pass up to Logus. Logus stops looking for two. Her shot goes. Good extra effort there by Brown to get that pass perfectly up into Logus, and then Logus makes a nice move inside for the two. Now Hess for two. Her shot no good. Rebound will be a jump ball, and it will go to the Indians. So jump ball will go to Forest City. As Anderson will inbound the basketball to Jerome. Jerome to Logus. Logus back to Anderson, who will bring it across the line with 5 to spare. 10-foot volleyball line to the right side. Jaden Jerome has the basketball to Holmes. Holmes back outside. Logus wide open for a three. It is no good long, and the rebound goes to Frayne for the Cardinals. Frayne feeds it off to Durr. Durr up to Prignitz on the right wing. Prignitz baseline. She stops dribbling around. Prignitz now top of the key to Frayne. Frayne on the right side, looking backdoor inside to Gouge. And it'll be a reach-in foul called against Hayden Brown. She was looking for a jump ball. They said they're going to get her for a foul. And that'll be the first foul of the ball game against Brown. Second of the third quarter against the Indians. Inbound pass will come to Frayne, top of the key. Frayne gets a screen, now passes it off to Prignitz for a three, left side, in and out, no good. And the rebound goes to the Indians. Logus up to Brown, left side. Brown dribbling around, feeds inside to Anderson. Anderson has it poked away. The ball's loose on the floor. Anderson able to get rid of it. Out to Logus and stops GHV from getting the jump ball. But the shot comes up short. Now Hess wants to run. Hess inside for two, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Zoe Holmes. And 2 free throws are coming for Allie Hess. That'll be Zoe Holmes' third foul, 13th foul against the Indians in the quarter. And Hess will shoot free throws. The first one is up, and it is good. So Hess gets her first points of the ball game. Scoreboard credited those 2 points to Shizzle, but it is Hess shooting the free throw. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound to Brown. Up to Logus, back door. 2-point up and under layup goes for Logus. She's got 4 in the half. After no points in the first half, Logus comes out 4 here. Had a little bit of foul trouble in the opening half. 32-12 is the lead for the Indians. Forest City trying to get a trap of Durr. She's able to get rid of it, though, and now Brown is going to run into Allie Hess, and a foul will be called against the Indians. So Brown will be charged with her second foul, now 4th team foul against the Indians in the half. 32-13 is the Indians' lead. GHV will shoot for the remainder. 5:38 here in the third quarter. Frayne inside to Gouge, gives it back to Hess. The runner is no good. Rebound, though, comes out to Logus for the Indians. And Logus eyes up the court as she dribbles. Hands it off to Anderson, left side. Anderson at the free throw line. No look for 2. It's up, and it is good. Emma Anderson looks off the defender, and she knocks down the 2. She's got 13 for Forest City. Here on senior night, 34-13. Have a night, Emma Anderson. Durr trying to get it across the half-court line, still stuck in the backcourt with just a couple of seconds to spare. She gets across. Now it's Shizzle. Shizzle being guarded there by Logus. Shizzle at the 10-foot volleyball line. Stops with it. Left side off to Frayne. Frayne top of the key. They switch off defenders. Now it's Durr back to Frayne. Frayne looking for a 3 on the way. It's good. Kennedy Frayne's got her second 3 of the night. Makes it 34-16 with 4:43 to play here in the third quarter. Anderson brings the ball across the line for the Indians. Anderson a point off her career high. That 2-point basket no good. And the ball will go out of bounds off of the Cardinals. Looked like it was going to go off of the Indians. Cardinals try to grab it late. And instead they lose it out of bounds. So Forest City will get it back. 4:32 to go. Third quarter. It's 34-16 Indians. Inbound pass. Anderson will get it into Bethany Warren on the right wing. Top of the key. Jaden Jerome. Anderson, quick pass out to Logus. Logus, step 3. It is no good. Rebound to Brown. And they're going to call an offensive foul against Hayden Brown, so she'll have 3 now in the quarter. So Hayden has 3 now in the quarter. 5th team foul against the Indians. It's going to be the 5th foul. So free throws will come. And they will shoot free throws. It'll be Gouge who will shoot them. So Greta Gouge will shoot free throws for the Cardinals. 34-16, Gouge the shooter. On the foul called against the Indians. First free throw is up, and it is good. One more free throw will come. 4:25 to play, third quarter, 34-17. GHV 4 of 5, from the free throw line. This will be their 6th free throw attempt of the game. And it is no good out the front of the iron. The rebound will go to Anderson for the Indians, and Forest City will run across the line. Anderson, top of the key. Looking inside to Eisenbrand. Backdoor pass to Bethany Warren. It's poked away, though. Shizzle's got it, and she wants to run. Shizzle going to outrace everybody back the other way, but her shot no good. A bit strong, and the rebound comes to the Indians. Anderson was able to catch up late and kind of disrupt it. Eisenbrand to the right side. Backdoor feed to Eisenbrand from Bethany Warren. It's no good. It's partially blocked. And now again, Shizzle wants to run. Shizzle all the way in. Her scoop layup is good, and the foul. Bella Shizzle coast to coast. Scoop layup goes. Foul going to be whistled against Bethany Warren. That'll be her first. 6th team against the Indians. Durr comes in, Frayne goes out, and Shizzle will have an and one opportunity here for the Cardinals to make it a 34-20 to game. If she can make it, it's 34-19 right now with 3:54 to play in the third quarter. Shizzle's free throw on the way is up, and it is no good, and the rebound will go to the Indians. Eisenbrand comes across the line. Eisenbrand hands it back to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson backside to Jerome, inside to Bethany Warren. Warren steps on the out-of-bounds line. It will go back to GHV. 34-19, 3:41 to play in the third quarter. Inbound pass will come to Durr. Durr gives it back inside to Prignitz now for Gouge for 2, and she scores. Gouge has 3 in the quarter. Here come the Cardinals. And they've raced all the way back to a 34-21 game on a run here. Bethany Warren inside the lane. Back outside Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand free throw line to Anderson. Anderson to Logus. Logus feeds inside to Bethany Warren. Warren back to Anderson, and a foul called against the Cardinals. And if it's Gouge, it'll be her 4th. No, they're going to call it on Durr. So Durr will be charged with her second first team foul against the Cardinals in the quarter. Anderson will inbound the basketball to Bethany Warren. Top of the key, Eisenbrand. Now to Anderson. Anderson out to Jerome. Jerome back to Logus. Logus to the right side to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand will pull the trigger on a 3. That's no good off the side of the iron. Logus has got the rebound, though. Back to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand back outside. Bethany Warren for a long 2. That's no good. And the rebound is picked up by Prignitz this time for the Cardinals. Prignitz across the line. In the corner to Shizzle. Shizzle top of the key to Prignitz to the right side. There's Patience Catter to Durr on the right side. Durr at the free throw line. Has it poked away by Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand is 1-on-3. She'll have to slow up and wait for her teammates, but she slows up, and Durr swipes it away. Here come the Cardinals now as Durr swipes the ball. Durr driving all the way in. Foul called. Free throws coming. It'll be a blocking foul against Bethany Warren. And 2 more free throws coming for Durr for the Cardinals. 7th team foul against the Indians in the quarter, 34-21. And Durr will go back to the free throw line for a pair here for the Cardinals, 1 for 2 tonight. First free throw on the way is up, and it is halfway down, and it rolls out. No good. Prignitz will come out, 2:27. Timeout for City, 2:27 to play third quarter. Full timeout, 34-21 will come back in 1 minute on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarek Estall with you this evening here from Forest City High School. The final regular season game on the home floor for the Indians this year. 34-21 is the lead. 2:27 to play here in the third. The Indians will go to Belmont Clemmy tomorrow night. Girls will end their regular season there. Boys will take on West Fork on Thursday to end their regular season. Second free throw also no good for Durr. And the rebound comes to Donchi for the Indians. Eisenbrand's got it now, right side of your radio dial. Here is the Indians with the basketball. 2:16 to play, third quarter. They lead 34-21. Eisenbrand is trapped. Has to get rid of it. Finally does to Donchi. Donchi tried to go backdoor to Bethany Warren. It goes off of Bethany Warren, and it'll go back to the Cardinals. As Allie Hess is able to throw it back off of Bethany Warren. And the Cardinals will get the basketball back. Shizzle. Now Bethany Warren steals one back for the Indians. To Eisenbrand for two, and her foul's called, and Eisenbrand will go to the free throw line for a pair. As Allie Hess will be called for her first foul of the game, second team foul against the Cardinals. And Lexi Eisenbrand will get a pair for the Indians. And the first free throw is up, and it is good for Eisenbrand. The Indians haven't scored for a while, but they're able to knock one in there at 35-21. Back to what we had at halftime. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound will come to Hess for GHV. Forest City's got her trapped, though, in the backcourt. Hess trying to get rid of it, does the Durr. The Indians have the Cardinals in bad shape here in the backcourt. But the ball will go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cardinals. 1:54 to play here in the third quarter, 35-21. GHV's got to get the ball in. 29 on the shot clock. Hess trying to work it across the line. Hess does. Loses the handle on it, though. Still stuck on the far side. Now Frayne, short corner. Gives it back out to Shizzle. Shizzle drives in for two. Her shot no good at the right hand. Donchi's got the rebound for the Indians. Off to Eisenbrand. Anderson now. 1 point off of her career high tonight. 1:30 to play here in the third quarter. At the 10-foot volleyball line, left side to Eisenbrand. Inside to Donchi. Donchi back out to Anderson. Anderson floater in the lane. No good. Rebound. Donchi puts it back up. It's good. And the foul. Jenna Donchi, the two, and the harm. A chance at a three-point play for the Indians. Gouge will pick up her fourth. The third team foul against GHV here in the quarter. And we'll see a free throw coming for Donchi. It's good. Gouge will have to go back to the GHV bench here. 38-21. Forest City leads by 17. Their largest now, led by 16 at halftime. Durr will inbound the basketball. Indians trying to get a trap in the backcourt, but Durr breaks it as she comes across the line. Into the short corner. It's Frayne. Top of the key. Shizzle back to Frayne. In the left corner. It's Durr with the basketball. Top of the key, Shizzle. Backside Durr. Inside of Hess at the free throw line. Back to Shizzle. Makes one miss, but she passes it off to Durr. Top of the key. Back to the right side, Shizzle. In the corner, Frayne looking for a three. That's up no good. A rebound goes to Eisenbrand for the Indians. And Eisenbrand brings the ball across the line to Logus. Top of the key, Eisenbrand inside of Donchi. Donchi for two. She is fouled, and that ball nearly went in somehow as she was hacked, and the ball kind of just fluttered and nearly went in. It rimmed out, though, but two free throws coming for Donchi. The foul will go against Hess. It'll be her second straight. Fourth team against the Cardinals, and the first free throw is no good for Donchi. Jenna will get one more for the Indians with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And W will sponsor our fourth quarter coming up next here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. One more free throw for Donchi. It's good. Shizzle to Prignitz, trying to bring it across the line. 36, about a 4-second differential between game clock and shot clock. 31 on the game clock for the Cardinals. Left side, Prignitz. Top of the key, Durr. And it's stolen by Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand trying to go all the way in. She'll try for two. Shot is no good, but a foul's called, and free throws coming for Eisenbrand. The foul will be charged to Shizzle. That'll be her first, team's fifth. So both teams now in the bonus with 22 seconds left in the quarter. So kind of a moot point, but Eisenbrand will go to the free throw line here. First free throw on the way is up, and it is good. Lexi will get one more opportunity. She is 2 for 3 so far tonight with the fourth free throw coming. Second free throw on the way is up, and it's good. 41-21, Forest City by 20, their largest. Now Eisenbrand with another steal to Bethany Warren for 2, and she scores. Bethany Warren's first field goal of the second half, 43-21 Indians. Shizzle across the line. Inside for 2, a blocking foul going to be called against the Indians. And Shizzle will go to the free throw line for a pair. So Donchie will be called for her second, 8th against the Indians. And Shizzle will have 2 free throws. First one is up, and it is no good. 8 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's 43-21. Shizzle will get one more free throw for the Cardinals with short time here in the third. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is good for Shizzle. Indians will inbound with short time. Geeson across the line, now 6 with 5 on the clock. Got to get a shot off with 2. Logus, and they won't get one off. That'll be the end of the third quarter, 43-22. The Indians will lead 43-22 heading to our fourth quarter, brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 30 seconds on KIOW.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Our fourth quarter today brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Right now is a great time for a break with a tasty treat. Root beer float, shake, puller, swirl, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. A&W, the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. Still plenty of time, about 3 hours to get down to your local Forest City A&W. We started early tonight at 5 o'clock. I might even have my chance to be able to get myself a puller swirl before they close up shop tonight at 9 o'clock. We'll see what time we were able to get out of here. But we started a little early this evening. 43-22, no JV games. This is the third time this game has been made up. They're finally getting in here tonight. Durr will get it. GHV gets the basketball to start here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Hallie Hess. Hess, top of the key to the right side of Frayne. Frayne, here's a 3 on the way for Prignitz. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Zoe Holmes. Holmes trying to feed it off to Donchie. It went off of Donchie's arms, right back into the arms of Holmes, and the Indians now will bring it up. Donchie back to Logus, back inside to Donchie. Donchie with the left-hander, shot no good, and the rebound will go for Gouge out of bounds. Off of Gouge, it will stay with the Indians. Gouge has her 4 fouls. Inbound pass will come from Anderson on the baseline. 7:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Anderson gets it into Logus on the right wing. Logus will drive all the way in. Stops back to Anderson. Anderson back outside Holmes. Holmes at the free throw line inside the lane for 2. Her shot no good. And the rebound goes back to Anderson. Anderson, short corner, picks up her dribble to Donchie. Donchie travels. Oh, they're going to call a foul, excuse me. So to go on Prignitz, I thought maybe she shuffled her feet, so instead it's a foul called against Prignitz. That'll be the first foul against Prignitz, first of the fourth quarter against the Indians. Donchie top of the key. At the free throw line to Logus left side. Logus at the free throw line. She'll drive in looking for 2. It's off the glass, no good. And Jenna Donchie, the rebound, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Greta Gouge as she's going to foul out here at the 7:08 mark here in the fourth quarter. As Donchie will go back to the free throw line for the Indians. Donchie 2 for 3 from the free throw line so far here in the second half. For the game, she's 2 of 5. She'll get 2 more opportunities. First one is up, and it is good. So Chenna will get 1 more opportunity for the Indians. 44-22, 7:08 to play in the fourth. The Indians leading by 22. Second free throw on the way is no good. The rebound to Eisenbrand, but stolen away by Prignitz. Now it goes nearly out of bounds. Helgeson to Hess for 2, and she's fouled. And free throws coming for Allie Hess. So Zoe Holmes might have picked up her 4th now. So Zoe's got her 4th foul. 6:50 to play here in the 4th quarter. And first free throw for Allie Hess is up, and it is good. (44-23). We'll have one more free throw coming. And they're going to throw the clock back to 6:52. The clock never stopped. Now Jaden Jerome is going to check in. A lot of things going on. Zoe Holmes is going to go to the bench with her 4 fouls. So Jerome is going to come in. Hess will get one more free throw. And the free throw is on the way, and it is up, and it is good. So Hess gets them both to go. 44-24, 20-point lead for the Indians. Anderson will bring the ball across the line for 4A City. Anderson behind the 10-foot volleyball line to the right side, short corner. Anderson stops, gives it out to Jerome for a 3 on the way. It's no good. Indians wanted a foul called as Jerome knocked to the floor. Officials disagree. Now Logus will get a steal, and Logus will take it back up and score for the Indians. 46-24, 6:23 to play here in the 4th. Hess will bring the ball across the line for GHV. Hess has it taken away by Eisenbrand. Feeds up to Anderson. Anderson with Durr. Anderson one-on-one with Durr. She stops, though, gives it back out to Jerome for a 3 on the way. It's good! Cash money for Jaden Jerome, her 3rd triple of the ball game. First of the second half, it's 29-24. Full timeout. GHV will take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keister, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 6:07 to play here in the 4th, 49-24. Indians lead by 25 after Jaden Jerome knocks down her 3rd triple of the game. Jerome has 10 tonight on senior night, so that makes, well, they got Jerome at, pardon me, Jerome has those 3 threes. Had her for a free throw as well. They do not. Shizzle working across the half-court line. Shizzle outside, and they lose the ball out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Indians. 5:59 to play here in the 4th as the Cardinals lose that one out. Indians will get it back, 49-24. Inbound pass. Logus has it taken away. Tried to throw it up to Brown, but out the back door. Durkheim gives it off to Prignitz for a 3. That's no good. Anderson's got the rebound for the Indians. Anderson across the line. Anderson stops. Gives it inside to Donchi for 2. Basket no good. Foul called, and free throws coming here for Jenna Donchi. As Helgeson will be charged with a foul. That'll be her first. Second foul of the 3rd foul of the half against the Cardinals. And Donchi will get 2 free throws here for the Indians. First free throw is up, and it is good. Donchi will get 1 more free throw. Hess will check in for Frayne, and Prignitz will also go out. 5:41 to play here in the 4th. It's 50-24 Indians. Donchi will get 1 more opportunity for the Indians. And her free throw is no good. Rebound to Anderson, though. Anderson back out. Logus, who will step shoot 3. That is no good. And the rebound this time goes to GHV. But now the Indians get it back with Logus, and she throws it up and scores. 8 points in the half for Logus. It's 52-24. Shizzle trying to work it across the half-court line. Shizzle is trapped in the backcourt. To Hess, they're still trapped in the backcourt. And that'll be a 10-second violation, and the Indians will get the basketball back. at the 5:18 minute here of the fourth quarter. 52-24. Indians will get the basketball back after the 10-second violation. Donchi will go to the bench. Sagalum will check in. Anderson will inbound for the Indians in front of the 4A City bench. 5:18 to play here in the fourth, 52-24. Logus at the 10-foot volleyball line. Left side to Jerome, now into the corner to Brown. Brown pump fakes to Sagalum. Sagalum looking for two. Her shot is up, no good, and the rebound will go to Durr for GHV. Durr across the line to the free throw line. Durr drives all the way in. Left-hander shot no good. And the rebound goes to Brown this time. Brown feeds it up to Logus. Logus for two. Her shot goes. Colette's got 10 in the second half now, and the Indians lead by 30, 54-24. Across the line, Helgeson nearly threw it in the backcourt. Helgeson is trapped off to Durr at the 10-foot volleyball line. And Jaden Jerome comes flying in as Catter tried to go inside, and Jerome pokes it away. Valerie Welsh checks back in for GHV. Cardinals will open up their postseason run by hosting Clarion Goldfield Dows at home on Monday night, 1 week from tonight, with the winner playing Algona likely. There's free throws coming now for Hess, as Emma Anderson will be called to the foul. That'll be her first. First of the half as well. And Durr is 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and we'll get two opportunities here for the Cardinals. With 4:37 to go in the fourth, first free throw on the way is up, and it is good. So both these two teams open up 1 week from tonight at home. Actually, 5 days from now. At home, excuse me. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is good. On the 10th. Across the line, it is Logus. Inside to Brown, back outside. No, they're going to call a foul on the floor before Sagalum knocks down the two against the Cardinals. It'll go charged against Welsh. Her first. Fourth team against GHV, and Forest City will shoot free throws for the remainder of the fourth. Logus top of the key. Inside to Anderson. Anderson back outside to Jerome. To Sagalum. To Brown on the right wing. Brown back outside to Jerome. Jerome will dribble from the left wing to the top of the key inside to Anderson. Up and under. Her shot no good. It's short. And the rebound goes to Welsh looking for a jump ball. It is. It's Forest City basketball. Colette Logus reached in and created the jump ball with Hess. And the Indians will get it back. And Zoe Holmes will check in for 4A City. 4:08 to play in the fourth. 54-26, the Indians lead. Anderson will inbound the basketball to Zoe Holmes on the right wing. Left side to Brown in the corner to Anderson. Anderson will drive into the lane. Anderson looking for two. It's up and it is good. Emma Anderson with a new career high tonight as she knocks down the two-point basket. She's got 15. One better than her previous career high of 14 earlier this year against Eagle Grove. There's a two on the way, no good for Hess, but she'll go to the free throw line as contact is made. Drew Sagalum is called for the foul against the Indians. So Sagalum will be charged with her first foul, second team foul against the Indians in the quarter. 10th against the Indians in the half. So GHV would be shooting two free throws no matter what. Well, there was old rules or new rules. Hess's first free throw is up and it is good. Allie Hess has made her last 5 straight free throws and has made 5 of 6 so far. Pardon me, has made 6 of 7 so far in the game. She'll get one more opportunity, and it is good. So Hess has now made her last 6 free throws, and it's 7 of 8 in the ballgame. 56-28, 3:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Anderson brings the ball across the line. 2-3 zone here for GHV. Short corner, Brenna Geeson has the basketball for the Indians. Geeson surveys, top of the key now to Anderson. Anderson looking around, Zoe Holmes left side. Holmes back to Anderson. Anderson free throw line, back outside Geeson. Geeson inside the lane looking for a two. Floater no good. Rebound is Brown to Anderson. Anderson will dribble back out with 6 to play on the shot clock. Now 4, now 3. Brown will shoot a 3. It is no good, but hits the rim, so they will reset the shot clock. And GHV will get the basketball back as they rebound it, and they're coming racing across the line. Hess for 2, shot no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and a foul is called, and Hess will go back to the free throw line. The foul for the Indians will go against Seglum. That'll be her second. Third against the Indians. And Hess, who is 6 of her last 6 from the free throw line, goes back here for the Cardinals. With 3:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. And the free throw is up, and it is no good off the side of the iron. Prignitz will check in for Shizzle, who will come to the bench for the Cardinals with 3:01 to play in the fourth. 56-28. Durr will wait at the scoreboard as well as she is checking in for Hess, who is the shooter. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So now the horn will sound, and Durr will check in, and Hess will go to the bench for the Cardinals, who has made now 7 of her last 8 free throws and 8 of her 9 so far in the game. 56-29. 2:56 to go here in the fourth. Cardinals have just 3 field goals in the second half. The rest of them are all free throws. Anderson left wing with the basketball, looking. Inside at Seglum. Feeds it to Seglum. Seglum at the free throw line. Inside the lane now looking for 2. Seglum goes for 2 with the left hand. Good up and under move there from Seglum. Gets the basketball to go in the corner for a 3. Frayne shot no good. Holmes with the rebound for the Indians. Now Holmes off to the races. Holmes all the way inside. Kicks it back out to Brown. Brown head fakes. 58-29 Indians. Holmes back to Brown. Brown for 2 with the left hand. Hayden Brown scores for the first time tonight. The 2:12 mark in the fourth quarter. 60-29 Indians, and GHV throws it away. And Forest City will get it back with 2:08 to play in the fourth. Bethany Warren checks in. Riley Miller checks in as well for the Indians. As Brown scores her first basket, she'll go to the bench. Joey Holmes will leave here on senior night as she picked up 5 points for the Indians on senior night. 2:05 to play here in the fourth. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Top of the key, Anderson. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson to Seglum, top of the key. Seglum, short corner right side. Seglum underneath, up and under layup is no good, a bit strong. And Frayne has it for the Cardinals. Frayne to Durr. Back to Frayne. Durr top of the key in the left side now. That's Catter. Here's Durr at the free throw line. In the corner to Prignitz. Baseline, Prignitz loses the handle on it. Seglum's got it for the Indians. Seglum and Riley Miller. Ball is loose in the backcourt. Anderson's got it for the Indians. Inside to Geeson. Back to Bethany Warren for 2. Her shot goes. Bethany's got a 2-point basket. And 6 now on the night. 62-29. 1:15 to play in the fourth. Indians above their average now. Their average dipped to 59 points per game. But over that, it'll help it go back up here at 62 tonight. Frayne to Catter. Prignitz on the left side. Prignitz, and a foul is going to be called by Bethany Warren. That'll be her third foul, but Warren thought 2 free throws coming. 15 foul against the Cardinals, or against the Indians, excuse me. So Prignitz will go to the free throw line, where she is 2 for 2 tonight. The free throw is up, and it is good. Emma Anderson will go to the bench with an ovation here on a career high on senior night. 15 points, career high for Emma Anderson. Her and Holmes and Jaden Jerome. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes to the Indians with 54 seconds to play in the basketball game. Indians bring it across the line. Riley Miller loses out of bounds, and it will go back to GHV. Aubrey Miller will check in with 48 seconds. Bethany Warren will go to the bench. So Aubrey Miller, Riley Miller, Geeson, Eisenbrand, and Seglum are in. 47 seconds to go here in the ball game. 62-30 is the lead for the Indians. Durr on the left side with the basketball. Durr, top of the key to Catter. Now to Frayne, short corner. Hess. Frayne will try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Seglum. And the Indians can get it across the half-court line and let the clock tick out here, leading 62-30 with 20 seconds. Eisenbrand will dribble it away. That should be our final score, 62-30. Should be the final here tonight in Forest City, as the Indians will win and move themselves the number 12 team in Class 3A to 17-3 on the season, 13-2 in TIC play, and the Indians, for the first time out of the Matt Erpelding era, have 17 wins in a season, are 17-3 in their first 20 of 21 games. One more game tomorrow night as we head to Belmont Clemmy. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 3 minutes with the post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Post-game show is 3 minutes away.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, NK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl in Forest City is open for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious vs.GHV pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East of Forest City.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Lubbock have the market experience to help you follow your dream. They are a member of the State and National Association of Realtors and are ready to help you. Missile Realty of Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City. For earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zerna Gaston with you. This evening as Forest City will move to 17-3 on the year as the 12th ranked Indians defeat Garner Hayfield Ventura tonight by a final score of 62-30. The Indians will move ahead of their season average of 59 points per game. That number has dipped a little bit, but the Indians back up into the 60s this evening as they defeat Garner Hayfield Ventura 62-30, the final score here tonight in Forest City. As the Indians pick up a big conference win, leave themselves still a chance, depending on the North Iowa Belmont Clemmy, or pardon me, North Iowa Bishop Garrigan game, which I'm sure is over or around over. And maybe we could check on a score on that and see how that wrapped up. And of course, that will decide how the conference will shake out here in the top of Iowa West. As if Bishop Garrigan comes out on top, and the Golden Bearers are the... Oh, that game is later tonight. They're starting at a normal time. So they're about to get ready to start, actually about 5 minutes from starting their ball game or so in Algona this evening. Algona versus North Iowa in boys and girls basketball. And, of course, that girls game starting normal time about 6:30 this evening there in that contest. This is our post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in 4A City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields? Give Jake, Matt, or Chuck a call today, 641-581-3300, or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of 4A City. As 4A City wins 62-30, the final score here this evening. Taking a look at our scores by quarter, the Indians scored 14-14, 28 at halftime. 15 in the third for 43 at the end of the third quarter, 19 for 62 at the end of the ball game. Garner Hayfield Ventura went 4 and 8 for 12 at halftime, 10 in the third quarter for 22, and 8 in the fourth quarter for 30 as the Indians win by 32 points tonight, 62-30 the final score. The Indians made 3 3-point baskets in the game and shot 18 free throws, in which they made 10 of those 18. The Indians committed 17 fouls in the game, 4 on Holmes, 2 on Logus, 1 on Anderson, 3 on Bethany Warren, 2 on Genadonchi, 3 called in the game against Brown, and 2 against Drew Segalum. Garner Hayfield Ventura made 1 3-point basket in the first half, 1 in the second half, 2 3-point baskets in the game. 5 fouls called against Gouge, 1 foul in the contest whistled against Shizzle. 1 foul in the contest against Frayne. 2 fouls in the game against Durr. 1 against Prignitz. 1 against Helgeson. 2 were whistled against Allie Hess, and a 1 against Valerie Welsh. 15 total fouls called against the Cardinals. GHV shot 21 free throws in the game, in which they made 13 of those 21, 9 of 15 in the second half. Allie Hess herself was 7 of 8 from the free throw line in the second half and 8 of 9 for the ball game. Scoring by player, the Cardinals were led in the game by Hess with those 8 points from the free throw line. 6 points in the contest for Frayne, both by 3-pointers. 5 for Gouge, 4 in the contest by Shizzle. 3 apiece by Durr and Prignitz are the 30 points for the Cardinals. 4A City scoring in the game, it was a career high 15 points for Emma Anderson on senior night. Zoe Holmes had 5 points on senior night, so give those 2 seniors 20 and add in the 9 points for Jaden Jerome. So 29 points, 29 of the 62 scored by seniors tonight on senior night. The other scoring looked like this. Drew Stegelum had 2 points. It was 2 points from Hayden Brown in the contest. Jenna Donchi, all of her points, most of her points from the free throw line, did have a 2-point field goal in the game as well. But give her 6 for the game, 4 from the charity stripe, and a 2-point basket for the Indians. Also for scoring, Eisenbrand was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 2 points, 5 total points for Eisenbrand in the game as well. And it was 6 points for Bethany Warren. 10 for Colette Logus, all in the second half. Also scoring tonight for 4A City. Again, Indians win 62-30. We'll come back in 3 minutes with the pregame show, the boys game, right after this.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, NK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. Patrick will use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. He will focus on what's important to you and partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Patrick and his team today at 641-582-2248. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the past 90 years, NSB Bank has provided the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
Forest City Auto is your local Napa Auto Care Center. Our local staff will work to get your vehicle back on the road. With state-of-the-art equipment, a 2-year parts and labor warranty on all repairs, and free pickup and delivery in Forest City. Forest City Auto is the place to take your vehicle. Call 641-581-3000 today.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarek Estall with you. I do have one correction to make. I said Emma had 15. Emma actually had 17, so a new career high from Anderson tonight with 17 points, 3 points better than her previous career high. And that gets the Indians to their 62 points. All right, pregame show for a boys contest. These two teams, been a while since they last faced off. The all the way back in the second game of the season for the Forest City boys. Back on December 1st, Indians winning at Garner 50-38. Getting that victory. Again, this game was postponed a couple of times. It was scheduled to be played and kept getting pushed off. But here we are, ready to play it. Indians of Forest City, 10-8, 10-4 in conference play. Cardinals of GHV are 6-13 and 6-8 in conference play. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape between these two teams. Forest City averaging 57 points per game. Garner Hayfield Ventura 46 points per game. Points against, Indians 53, Cardinals 54. Free throw percentage 61.5 for the Indians, 60.1 for the Cardinals, so pretty even at that point. Field goal percentage 44.6 for the Indians, 38.1 for Garner Hayfield Ventura. Rebounding 32 rebounds per game for the Indians, 26 rebounds per game for Garner Hayfield Ventura. As the Indians and the Cardinals meeting for a second time this season. Mentioned we had boys pairings were released as we were arriving here this evening. So let's jump in and take a look at those for both of these two teams. Forest City will host in the opening round as the Indians will host Belmont Clemmy. That game will take place on the 12th right here back in Forest City. It is the Indians, the 3 seed, so they're seated like this. Esterville Lincoln Central is the 1 seed. Osage is the 2 seed. Forest City is the 3 seed. Belmont Clemmy is the 6 seed. Garner Hayfield Ventura, the 4 seed, and Central Springs is the 5 seed. So the winner of Garner Hayfield Ventura and Central Springs will go to Esterville, and the winner of Forest City and Belmont Clemmy will go to Osage, with the winners of Osage, Belmont Clemmy, Forest City, and the winner of Esterville, Lincoln Central, Garner, and Central Springs meeting for a district championship. And whoever wins the district, waiting on the other side in district number 3, Western Christian, Kingsley Pearson are the top 2 seeds. Rock Valley, Okoboji, Central Line, and West Sioux are the 12 teams that round out Class 2A, Sub-State number 2. That's what it looks like on the local front for boys basketball this year. The Indians went east last year, went to Sumner Fredericksburg, but they're going to get a host this year back at home against Belmont Clemmy, a team they're going to play tomorrow night. So they're going to play Belmont Clemmy tomorrow night, and then 6 days later, they'll play Belmont Clemmy right here back on their home floor. As far as some of the other area teams go, not a lot of other area teams in Class 2A. Most of the conference are 1A schools. So the 1A bracket's a little bit different. They have the pigtail play-in games. North Iowa will play West Bend Mallard, with the winner going to Lake Mills. Newman Catholic is the 4, Riceville is the 5, Bishop Garrigan is the 2, West Hancock is the 7, St. Ansgar is the 3, and Northwood Kensett is the 6 in that Class 1A Substate number 2 District number 3. So the winner of the winner of District 3, which includes Lake Mills, will get St. Mary's Remsen in the Substate final for a berth at the state tournament. Likely, they're the number 1 seed. I guess whoever wins that side of the bracket. But tonight we have 2 2A schools battling out. 4A City has locked up themselves 3rd place in the conference. 4A City is back in 3rd place. The Indians, for 41 straight years, went 3rd place or better in the conference. That streak ended last year, but they're back again this year. Make it 42 out of 43 years that the Indians are 3rd place or better in the top of Iowa or the North Iowa Conference. Let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. As the Indians and the Cardinals, GHV will wear their black jerseys, 4A City their white jerseys here at home. Taking a look at our starting lineups, first of all, for the Indians, they'll start a senior forward at 6 foot, number 54 is Greg Smith. Also getting to the start tonight for 4A City as a senior guard at 6 foot, number 2 is Tommy Miller. A junior guard at 6'2", number 4 is Carson Hall. A junior guard at 6'3", number 20 is Ty Dillaboo, averaging 7.5 points per game. And Ty Sopko for the Indians, a 6'3" junior guard for 4A City. Sopko averaging 12 points per game in his sophomore season, getting the start tonight here for the 4A City Indians. The Indians are 10-8, 10-4 in the TIC West, and coached by head coach Dan Rosacker, who has 372 wins, 151 losses, and 11 conference titles for the Indians in his 23 years at the helm of the 4A City Indians. 4A City coming in after winning 2 of 3 that beat West Hancock and Bishop Garrigan, but lost their last game against Lake Mills at Lake Mills, 86-46. Starting lineups for the Cardinals look like this. Number 3 is a junior at 5'11", Nicholas Zaroslik. Number 4 is a senior, 6'4", Cale Johnson. Number 10 is a junior, 5'10", Lane Gakin. Number 21 is a senior at 5'10", Mason Graham, who wears number 21. And number 22 is Aiden Haw, a senior at 6 foot for the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. They are 6-3, 6-13, and 6-8 in the TIC West. Jake Young, the head coach of the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals, in his 5th season, he is 64-47 at the helm of the Cardinals. Indians will wear their white jerseys here at home. Final conference game here at home. Again, we travel to Belmont Clemmy tomorrow night before we come back home for postseason. Both boys and girls will play postseason games at home. 4A City will also come back home and play West Fork on Thursday night, the final game of the regular season for the Indian boys, Thursday night against West Fork. So tonight, Tuesday night, Thursday night, we end our regular season, and we get set for postseason games firing up in just 5 days from now as the girls will take on New Hampton. All right, everybody's set. We're ready for basketball. Ty Dillaboo will jump for the Indians, and the Cardinals will control the tip as Cale Johnson gets up and knocks that one away. So GHV will get the basketball first on the right side here for the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. Haw has it to Gakin. Back to Haw. Mason Graham inside. They'll feed it to Haw. Kicks it back outside. Here's Gakin to Graham. Back to Gakin. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Haw's got it in the corner. Zaroslik with 4 on the shot clock. Zaroslik with 2. Graham's just got to throw it up. And it did hit the side of the rim. I think it did. They're going to ask, did it hit the rim? And they're going to say it did not hit, so it's going to be a shot clock violation against the Cardinals. I think there was some confusion whether it hit or not. And they're going to say it did not. So 7:22 to play here in the first quarter. Shot clock violation against GHV, and Forest City will get the basketball back. Across the half-court line, here's Tommy Miller with it. Top of the key, left side to Dillevue. Dillevue, top of the key to Greg Smith. Tommy Miller on the right side. Top of the key, Sopko. He'll head fake it now, drive now, Greg Smith on the left wing. Top of the key, here's Tommy Miller behind the 10-foot volleyball line. Off to Dillevue, 7 minutes exactly to play in the opening quarter, no score. GHV and Forest City. Boys basketball action here on senior night. Boys basketball team announced in the girls' halftime. Girls will be announced during the boys' halftime. And Tommy Miller with the floater for the Indians. And Forest City will lead 2-0 as Tommy gets things started. We saw seniors dominate for the girls on senior night. Now Tommy Miller gets the first point on senior night for the Forest City boys. 2-3 zone for the Indians. Defensively, as Gakin will get it in the corner for GHV. Now back to Haw. Aiden Haw back to Gakin, top of the key. 14 on the shot clock. Indians have already forced one turnover via shot clock violation. Zaroslik will try for a three with 13 on the clock. Tommy Miller's got the rebound. Greg Smith on the run. Smith gives it back to Miller, top of the key. 29 on the shot clock for the Indians. Miller will start the offense. He'll give it off to Sopko. Sopko free throw line. Out to Dillevue. Dillevue will try for a three right wing. It's good. Ty Dillevue knocks down a triple for the Indians. Makes it 5-0 Forest City with 6 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Here come the Cardinals now. Gakin. Zaroslik in the corner to Haw. Haw will pull the trigger on a corner three. That's no good. Long rebound to Mason Graham, though. Back outside, Zaroslik for a three. It is no good. And Mason Graham trying for another rebound. It's poked out of bounds by the Indians and will stay with the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. 5:44 to play here in the opening quarter. The Indians lead 5-0. Inbound pass, Mason Graham to Haw. Cale Johnson had it for a moment. And it's blocked inside by Greg Smith. On a drive by Zaroslik. Now quickly across the line. Sopko lost it out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to go back to GHV's. They're going to say it was tipped out of Sopko's hands, maybe back off his knee or his chest. And out of bounds, it'll go back to the Cardinals with 5:33 to play in the opening quarter. Gakin and Zaroslik trying to get it across the line. They do now. Haw at the free throw line. Haw in the corner. Mason Graham looking for a three. That's good. Mason Graham knocks down the triple for the Cardinals. His first three-point basket of the game. First points of the game for GHV. 5:16 to play opening quarter. Top of the key, Dillevue. Dillevue hands it off to Sopko. Sopko free throw line. Stops back to Hall. Hall back outside Sopko. Free throw line. Dillevue on the right side looking for a three. It is no good. And the rebound goes to Haw for GHV. Now Gakin across the line for the Cardinals. Here's Haw top of the key. Zaroslik on the right wing. Gakin. Now Haw in the left corner. Back to Gakin. Zaroslik top of the key. 20 on the shot clock. 5:44 on the game clock here in the opening quarter. Zaroslik, one more pass in the quarter to Graham. Doesn't pull the trigger. Quick around the perimeter. All the way to the left side now to Gakin. In the corner. Zaroslik. Inside to Johnson. Johnson back outside to Zaroslik. Top of the key to Gakin. Gakin spin move in the lane. Left hand looking for two. His shot is no good with a foul called. And free throws coming for the Cardinals. It'll go against Tommy Miller. That'll be his first foul. First foul against either team tonight. And at the free throw line, Lane Gakin, the 5'10" junior, will get an opportunity to shoot here for the Cardinals. And the first free throw is up, and it is good. GHV shoots free throws at about 60% as a team this year. Full sale change for the Indians. Blazer, Clausen, Reynolds, Willie Holmes are all in for the Indians. Carson Hall, the only one that stays. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is good for Gakin. He knocks them both down. We're tied 5-5. The Indians led 5-0. The Cardinals answer with a 5-0 run. 4:20 to play here in the opening quarter. Reynolds to Willie Holmes in the corner to Carson Hall. Now Blazer will try for a three. That's no good off the back of the iron, and the rebound will come to GHV to Zaroslik. Zaroslik across the line in the corner to Gakin. Haw gives it back to Gakin. Back to Haw. They're playing catch between the left wing and the top of the key. Now they'll go in the corner to Zaroslik. Here's Haw. Top of the key. 17 on the shot clock. They'll restart the offense. Zaroslik on the right wing. Now to the left wing to Haw. Now to the top of the key to Gakin. On the right wing, Zaroslik. Top of the key, Haw. They can't get it inside. Good defense by the Indians. Now 6. Second time the Indians have had the shot clock low on GHV. With 3, they'll shoot it. This time it hits the rim, and Reynolds has got a rebound for the Indians. Nearly about a second away from being a second shot clock violation for the Forest City defense. Carson Hall, top of the key. Get Clausen on the right side. Indians will set up their offense. 3:22 to play here in the opening quarter. And the Indians lead we're tied 5-5. Indians led 5-0. Cardinals have scored 5 straight. Now the Indians turn it over. And Zaroslik and the Cardinals will bring the ball across the line. Here's Haw, left wing. Haw to the right side of Mason Graham. In the corner to Haw. Haw, top of the key. Now Zaroslik in the right corner. Here's Mason Graham directing traffic. Left side, Haw. Haw's trying to get people to move around. Over to Gakin for a 3. He'll pull up his shot, no good. And Carson Hall has the rebound for the Indians, and he'll bring it back across the line. Hall at the free throw line for Forest City. Backs up behind the 10-foot volleyball line. And the Indians will reset their offense with 2:31 to play here in the opening quarter in a 5-5 tie game. Carson Hall, top of the key. Clausen. Hall. Hall at the free throw line. Inside looking for 2, and a foul is going to be called, it appears. Against the Cardinals, it'll be 2 free throws. They're going to say that the foul will go against Zaroslik. That'll be his first team foul against the Cardinals, and it'll send Carson Hall to the free throw line for a pair for the Indians. So Carson Hall will get a free throw here. 5 our score, and Hall will break the 5-5 tie as he knocks that one down. As Kel Johnson will check back in for the Cardinals, 6'4" senior for GHV. And Carson Hall will get one more free throw for the Indians. Out of his right arm, it is no good. Rebound to Reynolds, though, and the Indians get another opportunity. Back into Hall. Willie Holmes for 2. His shot doesn't go. Holmes gives it back out to Reynolds. Top of the key, Blazer. Hall, left side to Clausen. And the Indians get another opportunity here with 2:03 to play in the opening quarter. Here's Clausen looking inside. Willie Holmes, top of the key, left side Blazer. Inside Reynolds for 2. Has his shot blocked, and the ball's loose. Picked up by Haw. Haw gives it off to Gakin before he falls out of bounds. Now Gakin loses the handle on it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Indians as that one landed a row and a half deep in the Forest City crowd on the far side. 4:47 to play, opening quarter. It's the Indians 6, the Cardinals 5. And Forest City will get the basketball back. GHV got the ball to start the game. Possession arrow in favor of the Indians if there's a jump ball or the end of the first quarter. Inside to Willie Holmes, back out Tommy Miller will try for a 3. That is no good, and the rebound will go to the Cardinals. As Johnson brings the ball across the line, left wing, top of the key, Haw. Back to Johnson, he'll try for a 3. That's no good off the front of the iron. Willie Holmes has the rebound, and Holmes will give it off to Dillevue. Dillevue eyes up across the half-court line for the Indians. Tommy Miller to Holmes, back outside Dillevue. Already has a triple in this game. Sopko left wing instead. Sopko short corner, he stopped out to Greg Smith. Indians are bottled up here on the left side, and they'll reset the offense with 14 on the shot clock. 56 on the game clock. Tommy Miller at the top of the key to the right side of Willie Holmes. Indians by 1, trying to add on. Here's a spin move, Sopko to Dillevue. Now 2, they got to shoot, and that'll be a shot clock violation against the Indians. So both teams will answer with defensive shot clock violations on each other. 42 seconds to go, opening quarter. And GHV will get the basketball back. Indians will set up in the backcourt defensively. It's tipped away by the Indians. Sopko's got it. Off to Tommy Miller. Miller inside the lane for 2. Shot, no, a travel's called. So travel against the Indians, and GHV will get it back with 33 seconds and the shot clock off here in the opening quarter at 6-5. Is the lead. Mason Graham, Zaroslik, Gakin at the free throw line. Johnson, backdoor pass, looking for two. Shot up, no good. And the rebound goes to the Indians. And Zainhaw trying to get it. Now GHV gets it back. Foul called. And free throws coming. So Zainhaw didn't get it to go. GHV got it back after the Indians grabbed the rebound. And a foul will be called on Sopko. That'll be his first. Second of the quarter against the Indians. And that'll send the senior Johnson to the free throw line for the Cardinals. And the first free throw is up, and it is good. GHV is 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far tonight.
22.
Second free throw, no good, but GHV grabs the long rebound, and the Cardinals reset. We're tied 6-6, 16 seconds to play in the quarter. Now 10, now 9, no shot clock. 6 for Haw, Mason Graham, and they throw it away with 2 on the game clock. And so the Indians only have 2 seconds to try to get one up. 6-6 the score. Indians trying to get one up here in the last 6 seconds. Dillevue to do the inbounding to Carson Hall. Hall, 3/4 quarter court. It's good if it goes off the front of the rim, no good. 6-6 the score. We'll head to quarter number 2. GHV and Forest City are knotted up at 6 apiece. We'll come back in 1 minute on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians, an employee-owned store with everything you need here in Forest City. Try the all-new Hy-Vee Perks. Get sale prices all the time with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Now available in your local Forest City Hy-Vee store.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 6-6 our score as we head to quarter number 2. Indians and the Cardinals all knotted up. Forest City scored the first 5 points of the game, led 5-0. GHV answered back with 5 straight. And since then, each team has a free throw to make it 6-6. Here we go to the second quarter. Indians will get the basketball to start the second quarter. Carson Hall has it on the right side of the three-point arch. Indians on the left side of your radio dial where they're shooting at that basket. GHV defending top of the key to Dillevue. Tommy Miller on the right wing with 16. Miller to Carson Hall. Now 12 on the shot clock. Miller baseline floater. It is good, and the foul. Tommy Miller, the floater, and the harm, as they'll charge the foul to Zaroslik, his second. First of the quarter against GHV, and Tommy Miller at the line for an and one. Free throw on the way is up, and it is good. Miller's got 5 of the Indians' 9. 7:30 to play here in the second quarter. Zaroslik top of the key, left side to Haw. Haw dribbling around inside the lane, gets it back out to Johnson, doesn't pull the trigger. Top of the key, Graham. Short corner, Aiden Haw. Back out to Zaroslik. Johnson bouncing through the lane, looking for 2. His shot goes. Johnson's got 3, and the Cardinals are back to within 1, 9-8. Tommy Miller off to Carson Hall. To the right side, Dillevue. Here's Clausen with it. Carson Hall at the 10-foot volleyball line. He'll announce the offensive play for the Indians. Tommy Miller inside to Greg Smith. Here's a 3, Dillevue. It is no good. And the rebound is collected by GHV. Hall across the line to Mason Graham. Free throw line jumper is no good by the Cardinals, and the rebound for the Indians. And they want to run across the line. Dillevue to Clausen on the left wing. Carson Hall gets a man off his feet, drives for a moment, but has to kick it back out left wing to Clausen. Hall gets it back. Clausen inside to Greg Smith. Long pass out to the right wing for a 3. Dillevue, no. Carson Hall through 2 defenders, grabs the rebound. Now he's got 3 bodies on him, and he's called for a travel, and GHV will get it back with 6:16 to play in the second quarter. Hall went up against 2 Cardinals to grab the rebound, 3 Cardinals on him defensively. forced him to shuffle his feet. So a good play by Hall, but then better defense by GHV, and they'll get the basketball back. As Mason Graham gets it for a moment to Hall. They're trying to get it across the half-court line. Still haven't with 3 seconds to go. With a second to spare, they get it across the line. Johnson wide open for a three, and he cans it. Johnson left wide open for the three, and GHV now leads by 2, 11-9. 5:53 to play here in the second quarter. Johnson's got 6 of the GHV 11. Top of the key, the Indians with the basketball. Greg Smith hands it off to Tommy Miller. Now Sopko. Miller at the free throw line. Greg Smith left wing looking for a three. And Greg Smith answers with a triple of his own from the left wing. Greg Smith on senior night knocks it down. And the Indians lead by 1, 12-11. Gankin in the left corner. Here's Haw with it. 2-3 zoned by 4A City defensively. Haw on the left wing at the free throw line. Zaroslik. Haw for 2. It's good. Aiden Haw, the floater in the lane. He scores for the first time tonight. 13-12. GHV back in the lead by 1. Step back 3 for Sopko. Answers. Ties Sopko with a step back triple. Third triple of the quarter for the Indians. Pardon me, of the half for the Indians. Lead by 2 now, 15-13. Haw has the basketball, looking around, pointing. Now gives it off to Gakin left wing. Inside to Johnson. Mason Graham, top of the key. He'll square with a left-handed three. That's no good. And the rebound is fought for, picked up by the Cardinals. Zaroslik from the right wing for 3, and he cans it. GHV gets an offensive rebound, and it turns into a triple. As Zaroslik knocks down his first 3 of the ball game. GHV also has 3 threes in the half now. It's 16-15 Cardinals. Indians back the other way with 22 on the shot clock. Carson Hall drives baseline, gives it out to the right wing to Dillavu, who will try for a jumper. Smooth jumper there by Dillavu. He's got 5, and the Indians back in the lead by 1, 17-16. 4:05 to go second quarter. Round pass by Mason Graham to Gakin, now to Haw. Graham left wing. Haw short corner left side. Mason Graham now to Gakin on the right wing with 15 on the shot clock. Here's a 3, Zaroslik. His 3 no good. Good box out and rebound by Greg Smith with 3:42 to play here in the second. Here's a 2 up by Tommy Miller. The floater goes for Miller. He's got 2 more. Give him 7 on the night. 19-16, 3-point lead for the Indians. Mason Graham has it. Aiden Haw will drive in, has his shot blocked by Dillavu, or Sopko, I should say. Hall, Sopko for 2, the floater goes. Timeout, Cardinals, 30-second timeout. GHV, the Indians lead by 5. Their largest since it was 5-0. We'll take a break as well. 3:14 to play in the second. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
Higher Spear Insurance strives to be your all-encompassing agency, protecting everything from your home and auto to your farm, crop, and health. And while the name on the door has changed, our commitment to serve our friends, families, and local communities has not. Find us in our 3 locations, Titonka, Forest City, and Thompson. Call 515-928-2085 or learn ways to protect your future at higherspearins.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 21-16, a 5-point lead for 4A City. First 5-point lead since it was 5-0. Zaroslik trapped in the backcourt. He finally gets it across. Now the Indians' long arms to Reynolds, gets a steal. Blazer picks it up and has it poked away, and it will stay with the Indians. So a couple of freshmen with a tandem steal for the Indians. They'll put 23... Now they're going to talk about the shot clock. The referees want 23. They'll put 32 on the shot clock. All right. So they'll change the shot clock to 32. There it is. 3:01 to play here in the second quarter. 21-16. As the basketball will be inbounded to Sopko on the baseline. Blazer. Reynolds Back outside. Tommy Miller inside to Reynolds. And travel is going to be called, and Forest City will give the basketball back to Garner Hayfield Ventura. 2:48 to go here in the second quarter. 21-16, a 5-point Indian lead. There was a little bit of confusion of what they wanted to put on the shot clock. One official was trying to tell the other official 32. That official read it as 23, so that was the confusion. So they had to make sure that 32 was the correct number. It is. Now Reynolds will be charged with his first foul. So the Indians' big man will pick up his first. First of the second quarter, 21-16, 2:36 to go here in the second quarter. Now Reynolds gets another steal. Reynolds, free throw line, Blazer for two, he scores. Reynolds' long arms have created two big steals now for the Indians. This time Blazer and Reynolds, the two freshmen, combined for a two. And now the Indians poke it away by Dillevue, kept by Gakin. On the right side, it's Johnson. In the corner, looking for a three on the way. Spillman, it's no good, and the rebound picked up by the Indians, leading 23-16, trying to extend. Tommy Miller floater, no. Ball comes all the way back out to Dillevue, will try for a two from the free throw line, in and out, no good. And this time the rebound will go to the Cardinals. Zane Hawes got it. The senior Brady Spillman is in for the first time tonight. He had it for a moment. Here's Zane Haw, the junior. Outside to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson to Gakin at the free throw line. Ball's loose on the floor. It rolls all the way out to Cale Johnson, and he picks it up from the three-point line, and he knocks it down. 23-19. Cardinals back to within four. 1:25 to go, second quarter. Inside, Reynolds got too far under and couldn't get it to go. Defended there by the Cardinals. Free throw line. Left side, Johnson. Here's Zaroslik in the corner now. Gakin backdoor pass up and under, and it goes for Zane Haw. Good feed there for the Cardinals as Haw, the junior, will score for the first time. 23-21 and back to a 2-point lead. Here's Blazer with it left wing. He'll drive inside the lane. Off the glass, too strong, no good, but he pokes out the rebound to Sopko, who will try for a three. That's no good off the back of the iron. Dillevue, a third opportunity for the Indians, and a foul called against the Cardinals. So Hall will be called for the foul. That'll be his first, second team foul against the Cardinals. Hall and Smith will check in as Blazer goes to the bench for the Indians. I think Reynolds went with him. Blazer and Reynolds to the bench for the Indians. 41 seconds to play, second quarter, 23-21, a 2-point lead for the Indians. Inbound pass to Carson Hall, defended well by Gakin. Free throw line, Hall, he dribbled from the left wing all the way to the free throw line. Now Sopko spin move in the lane. Back out to Hall, who will just square up for a three. That's no good short. Rebound to Greg Smith. And a foul going to be called against the Cardinals with 28. Shot clock off now. It'll go against Haw again, so back-to-back fouls against Haw. He's now got two. 28 seconds to go, second quarter, 23-21. Tommy Miller will inbound. The Indians in a line. Back out to the right side to Sopko. Looking for a three. Carson Hall, he drains it. Hall, a bouncy three, the fourth of the half for the Indians, leading now by 5, 26-21. Here's Mason Graham on the left wing, and he drove in. The ball was poked away, but they're going to call a foul against Tommy Miller. So Tommy Miller called for a reach-in foul. That'll be his second. Second team foul against the Indians in the quarter. 11 seconds to play. Mason Graham will inbound the basketball to Haw with 10 on the clock. Now 8. Haw at the top of the key with 8. Out to, well, try to go to Graham, but Gakin took it. Shot no good. Now a second to go. Sopko throws it up, but it is not going to go. He drains it from half court, but it was well behind the half court, or the halftime buzzer. And so now officially go, but Sopko drains one from half court. Looks good on the camera, they go. 26-21, the Indians lead by 5 here at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 30 seconds here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarna Gastal. Our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at Waldorf.edu. Waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. And we're joined now by Brenna Geeson. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. And senior night out there, you guys pick up the win 62-30. First of all, kind of a special night for the seniors that have been a part of this team, of course, for a while. And what does it mean to you guys as non-seniors to kind of go out and help them get a win on senior night?
It means a lot to us to see them get to win during senior night and the importance it is to them and to help them achieve that.
Yeah, and they got the start. All three of the seniors got the start as well, and actually all three of the seniors dominated the scoring in the first half as well. That was kind of cool to see them get out there. Jaden had a couple of threes, and Zoe got in and got 5 points, and then of course Emma have a big night as well. How fun was that to see all the seniors dominate that first half scoring-wise?
It was really cool to see, and their excitement once they scored.
Couple of big wins now for you guys here in conference play between last week. Let's talk about kind of building off Friday. I know Friday a close game there at Lake Mills. You guys, what was kind of the mindset coming in here to this Monday game after a Friday game?
We wanted to push and play like we knew we could and work as hard as we could as a team and to build off of Friday's game.
And one more regular season game for you guys tomorrow night at Belmont. Clemmy, kind of crazy how quick the season has gone. Have you had a lot of fun this year?
Yes, I have.
It's been a lot of fun, and of course you guys winning 17-3. How does that, just the sound of that, I mean, how does that sound?
It's really cool, and I love being a part of our team.
A couple of home postseason games for you guys. It's got to be fun. I know it's you guys would play anywhere against anybody, but it's always fun when you guys earn. It's kind of one of those things where it feels good, you guys knowing that you've earned 2 playoff games. Not something that just given you guys. You guys had to earn that this year.
Yes.
Awesome. Brennan, thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's Brennan Geeson from the Forest City girls basketball team joining us here. And Jenna Donchi also joining us here from the Forest City girls basketball team. And Jenna, will kind of start where I ended there with Brennan. You guys earned a couple of home playoff games. And I know you guys got one more regular season game against Belmont. But what does that mean to you guys, that you weren't just given 2 home playoff games? You guys went out there, had a great season, and kind of earned that. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it feels really good knowing that we were able to work hard almost every night and trust in each other enough to get there. So it's good to know that we can trust in our teammates enough to get us where we are.
Senior night, you guys went out there and got the big win for the seniors. What does that mean to you guys?
I think it's really important. We love our seniors. They're all amazing. So it's really important to help them have a good experience and everything like that.
And, of course, you were able to get in there and get to the free throw line a couple of times tonight, knock down those free throws. You had that one you should have got credit for that one no matter if it went in or not. You kind of got hacked there. The ball could have gone anywhere, and it literally bounced around. What were you thinking? Did you see it happen?
Honestly, I've been struggling to make my layups lately, so I was just okay, Patty always tells me, stay with your core and keep, stay balanced. So I was just trying to be okay, you can do this.
And then it almost fell in, but not quite enough to go there. Tell me what you saw inside tonight. As you mentioned, you're working on the inside, and really, I thought, obviously you have tough when you got Greta and Sydney in there. Those are some tough opponents to go against. So what did you see on the inside tonight?
Yeah, I would say, every girl on both teams worked really hard. I think it was, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, just in the moment, it's you have to know what's the right reaction and which way to go. I think it's really good to just make sure that you find the corner, finish your shot. Making sure that you can get, your guards can get to you, things like that. That's what I look for, I guess.
Back-to-back games. You got to go to Belmont tomorrow. Obviously, you know they're going to be a tough opponent. So what do you guys got to do between now and tomorrow night to come out and end the season with a win?
Yeah, I think it's really important to stay locked in, making sure that it's not a game that we can just walk into and, win. No, we have to work. And I think it's just really important to make sure that we remember that.
What kind of, these last couple of games for the postseason, what kind of keeps you guys continuing to be motivated here at the end of the season? What's kind of your guys' motor to kind of keep you guys running?
We have some potential, and we'd really like to be the first City girls basketball team to get to state. So I think we're just really working for that. Everyone is really excited about the opportunity that we have. So I think that's pretty important, a really big factor for us.
And you got to play here on your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, actually, I saw it with the radio station. It got submitted. Yeah, it got submitted on the radio
station. Lexi and Zoe they were like, we're gonna tell Zarin because we told you on Zoe's birthday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they did. But I knew it coming in already because it was submitted. It was submitted to the radio station today.
Thank you.
So happy birthday
Thank
and congratulations on a big win. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks. Yeah, you too.
That's Jenna Donchie from the Forest City girls basketball team. As Coach Erpelding will join us now too, and kind of wrap up a couple of games here. Coach, you had a wild one with Lake Mills on Friday night. Come back and win here at home. A good Garner Hayfield Ventura team that's got some really good pieces, and you kind of just had your way tonight.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy there late first half there. They really battled, hung close. We just had finished the half there pretty strong to pull ahead. But yeah, it's we knew what we'd get out of Garner. They're going to compete and play hard, and you got to keep them off the boards, and you got to keep the ball out of the paint. And I thought we did a much better job of that tonight than we did, the first game of the year. They were back early in the season at their place, so we knew that's what it was going to take. Crash the boards and eliminate dribble penetration. We didn't do a very good job of that. Bella is just such a hard guard. I mean, she just can dribble right by us, so we need to get better on that moving forward if we face somebody with those skills. But yeah, we competed hard, and we just wore them out with our relentless full court pressure. We might not have got a ton of turnovers early, but you've seen it in the fourth quarter there. We actually switched things up a little bit, but the pressure was still the same, and they just, we started jumping a lot of passes because we just wore them down mentally and physically. That's how I seen it there late anyway. But yeah, we played really, really well tonight, minus a stretch there where we got out hustled. So proud of the effort.
Yeah, and Coach, coming back, obviously that tough game. We didn't get to talk to you on Friday night. Talk about the perseverance of your team, just fighting through and finding that win late.
Yeah, it's one of those things, that obviously the more later the season gets, the scouting reports are going to be more in depth, and teams are going to take away your strengths, and sometimes things just don't go your way, and you just got to stay locked in and continue to focus, on your game and on the team game both. And I felt like Lake Mills, we did a pretty good job of that. It was never easy. It didn't look good for stretches, but it was a really tight ball game, and I was pretty confident that the effort we bring all the time and the focus we have, pretty confident that we can play through situations like that. So it was nice to get a win on the road in that type of atmosphere with those things happening to us. But tonight, I think you've seen being at home again really gets us juiced up, and that's the importance of having those first two tournament games at home. That'll be beneficial for sure.
Coach, senior night, you got three great seniors. They got the start tonight, and I was trying to do the quick math. I think they scored something like 24 of your 28 points or something like that in the first half. They had a ton of points in the first half. Kind of, what have these three girls meant? Obviously, Zoe, first year. What have they meant to your team?
Yeah, they're huge. I mean, like Emma and Jaden being with me for 4 years, just tremendous high character kids. Unbelievable respect from them, start to finish, from the first time I met them. Just leadership's unbelievable. They both lead in a different way. Zoe coming in, fit right in with us. Great personality. You've seen her, I think, play tonight with a little more confidence and those types of things. But three high caliber character kids that if I had any daughters, I'd want them to all be like those three.
And Coach, I just did it again. So 24 of your 28 points in the first half are those three seniors. That's pretty cool for them on senior night.
It is. It looks like I must have did something right there with going with that lineup, right? But yeah, that's kind of special. That really is, right? It shows what they're capable of and how important they are for our success.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much for your time. We'll see you tomorrow night in Belmont.
Thanks, you appreciate it.
That's Forest City girls basketball coach Matt Erpelding. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the second half.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amy Ryan of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Scoring in the first half looked like this. Garner Hayfield Ventura saw 9 points out of Johnson. 2 points apiece for Gakin, Aiden Haw, Zane Haw, and 3 points apiece for Zaroslik and Graham. Forest City was led by Tommy Miller with 7, 5 for Dillevue, 4 for Carson Hall, 5 for Sopko, 3 in the first half, with a 3-point basket and also a 2-pointer by Blazer for the Indians there in the first half for the Indians. We'll start second half action. Greg Smith had that 3 as well, we mentioned. Underway here in the second half. Inside or outside Mason Graham. Oh, Tommy Miller with a steal and the other way for no good on a shot, though. A 2-point basket was no good. And then Sopko comes in and commits a foul. So, interesting start here for the Indians, as Sopko will pick up his second foul, first of the half against Forest City. The Indians outscored GHV 20-15 in the second quarter to lead 26-21 here in the second half. To start our second half, Gakin inside to Haw. That's Aiden Haw. We've seen both an Aiden and Zane out here tonight. Gakin will reset with 14. He'll drive. 2 no good. Foul called. So Gakin will go to the free throw line for a pair. Coach Rosacker disagrees, as it'll be Greg Smith charged with his first foul, second team foul against the Indians. 7:15 to play here in the third quarter. The Indians have a 5-point lead, and the free throw is up, and it is good. Gakin now 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far in the contest. GHV was 3 of 4 in the first half. Indians were 2 of 3, so combined the teams were 5 of 7 from the free throw line. That one's up and it is no good. And across the line, here come the Indians with the basketball. Tommy Miller, top of the key. Inside to Greg Smith, bobbled out of bounds, poked out of bounds by Mason Graham. Will stay with the Indians. 7:05 to play third quarter. It's a 4-point Forest City lead. 26-22 Indians outscoring the Cardinals by 5 in the second after the team scored 6 points each in the first. Greg Smith gets the inbound pass outside to Dillevue. Carson Hall, top of the key. Hall drives in short corner, stops. Gives it back out. Dillevue looks for a 3 on the way. It is no good. Off the iron, and the rebound comes to the Cardinals. 6:45 to play third quarter, 26-22. Gakin. Mason Graham, free throw line jumper is no good. And the rebound goes to Dillevue for the Indians. Here's Tommy Miller, left wing. In the corner, Sopko looking for a 3. That's no good. Long rebound, though. And Sopko tracks it down, but the ball's loose on the floor now. Greg Smith shovels it out to Tommy Miller. Sopko baseline, he stops, and a foul is called against the Cardinals on the baseline. It'll go against Mason Graham. That'll be his first, team's first of the third quarter. .6:21 to play third quarter, as Zane Hall will check back in. Gakin will go to the bench. Inbound pass comes to Sopko, left wing. Here's Carson Hall. They trade places. Sopko now runs to the right wing without the basketball. Top of the key, Carson Hall with the basketball. He'll hand it off to Dillevue. They're in their offense. Sopko's got it at the top of the key. Dribbles around, goes left wing, and hands it off to Carson Hall. Tommy Miller now to Dillevue. 11 on the shot clock for the Indians. Hall inside to Dillevue. Dillevue, 2-pointer, no good. It's short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. It's no good, but a foul called, and free throws coming. Aiden Haw called for the foul, his first. Second against the Cardinals in the quarter. And Dillevue's at the free throw line for a pair for the Indians. Trying to get Forest City on the board for the first time in the second half. And he will as the first free throw is up, and it is good. Gakin will check in as Mason Graham will come to the bench for the Cardinals. 5:47 to play, third quarter. Indians lead 27-22. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is also good for Dillavu. 28-22, the Indians lead by 6. Zaroslik in the backcourt by himself, and they're going to nearly lose the ball to grounds, but now it's stolen by the Indians. Tommy Miller, free throw line floater, it's good. Aiden Haw had to dive into the scorer's table to keep that ball alive, but it went right back to Greg Smith, who shoveled it up to Tommy Miller, and Tommy Miller's floater through the 5-hole. Johnson tried to throw it off of Sopko, and instead he threw it right between Sopko's legs. The Indians get it, a drive by Carson Hall, a foul called, and Carson Hall is going to the free throw line. So it'll be called against Zane Haw. That'll be his third. Third team foul against the Cardinals in the quarter. And Carson Hall will have 2 free throws for the Indians. It's up and it is no good. Mason Graham will check in as Hall will have to go to the bench with his third foul. Yeah, wild occurrence there as Johnson tried to throw that one off of Sopko, and Sopko kind of split his legs, and the ball goes right between it as the second free throw goes for Carson Hall. Makes it 31-22, a 9-point Indian lead. With 5:08 to play here in the third quarter. Haw directing traffic on the right wing at the 10-foot volleyball line, quite a ways off of the three-point arc. Indians are out there to guard him. Now they go inside to Johnson, guarded by Smith. They have to get it back out to Roslick, and he throws it away into the hands of Sopko. Sopko free throw line out to Tommy Miller, looking for a three, and it is good. Tommy Miller knocks down a three for the Indians. They're on a run. Timeout Cardinals, full timeout. Forest City leads by 12, 34-22. 4:45 to go in the third, and it's a full timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed, an Iowa-based company, has a full line of corn and soybeans. Call Lucas today at 641-860-0595. Plant it, profit. Cornelius Seed from Lucas Woogie.
Hi, I'm Billy Howie, the manager of Chrysler of Forest City.
And hey, I'm Garrett Black, the manager of Forest City Auto Center.
Pritchard Family Auto has Forest City fans covered.
For all your sales and service needs with 2 stores.
See Chrysler on Highway 69 South for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
And Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North for a full lineup of GM products.
Back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City leading 34-22, 4:45 to play here in the third quarter, a 12-point lead for the Indians. Led 26-21 at halftime. GHV scored the first point of the second half. Trying to cut that deficit, but now the Indians have scored 8 straight since then. Floater for Zaroslik, no good, and the rebound comes to Tommy Miller and Greg Smith. They were fighting over the rebound. Teammates there. Tommy Miller ends up coming up with it. Now Greg Smith will pull the trigger on a three, and he knocks it down. Greg Smith with a triple for the Indians. So Tommy Miller gets the rebound, and Greg Smith gets the three. 4:17 to go in the third quarter. Aiden Haw now throws it away. Tommy Miller's got a steal, and he'll get a try for a 2 as well. It's partially blocked by Haw, and Miller puts it back up through contact, and a foul called. 2 more for Tommy. Foul whistled against the Roslick, which will be his third. 4th team foul on the Cardinals in the quarter. And an and one opportunity here for Tommy Miller as the Indians taking over. Outscoring the Cardinals 13-1 so far here through the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. And Tommy Miller will get one opportunity from the free throw line. He's already made one this evening. And he'll make it 2. 40-22, an 18-point lead for the Indians. 4:06 to go, third quarter. Johnson to Mason Graham. Free throw line, kicked back out Back into the game is Spillman, the senior. Mason Graham at the free throw line. Zane Haw with it. To Graham on the right wing. Here's Johnson, free throw line. Spillman will try for a three. That's no good, off the mark. Zane Haw, the rebound, has a shot blocked by Reynolds, and the ball goes out of bounds and stays with the Cardinals with 33 on the shot clock, 3:44 to play here in the third quarter. 40-22 Indians. Graham will inbound from the baseline. Looking to get it in, does. To Zaroslik. Nobody went after Gakin in the corner, but Cardinals didn't find him either. Here's Mason Graham looking for a three. That's no good, and the rebound will be chased down by Clausen in the corner. Clausen trying to get out of trouble. He does for a moment, but he has it poked away. Mason Graham for two, no. And the rebound is poked out, taken by Zaroslik. There was 2 Cardinals and 3 Indians, and the 2 Cardinals come up with it. To the right side, Mason Graham at the free throw line. Spillman to Zaroslik. Spillman out of the right side, Graham. Here's a three, Zaroslik. That's good. Zaroslik knocks down the three for the Cardinals. First field goal of the second half comes 5 minutes in. Here's Cooper Blazer on the right side. Blazer, miscommunication as Reynolds was Clausen was diving into the middle of the lane, and Reynolds threw it out to Clausen. It was still on the wing. Clausen was just a miscommunication. Clausen was driving into the paint, and Reynolds threw it to where he was on the left wing instead of where he was on his way to. 2:50 to play here, third quarter. Top of the key, Zaroslik. Mason Graham, short corner, Spillman, and taken away by Willie Holmes. Blazer. Tommy Miller for a three. That is in and out, no good. Rebound is picked up by Zaroslik. Up to Mason Graham. He'll slow up and wait for Zaroslik, who will pull the trigger on a three. Short, no good. Rebound nearly goes out of bounds. It's saved by Graham, but right to Tommy Miller. To Blazer for two. And it goes. Cooper knocks down a two. He's got 4. And the Indians lead 42-25 with 2:15 to play in the third. Here's Zaroslik in the corner to Spillman. Short corner, gives it back out. Zaroslik swings it around to the right side. Gakin for three, no. Rebound, Spillman. Out to Gakin, top of the key. He'll drive inside the lane, and a foul is going to be called, and free throws are coming for Gakin. Willie Holmes will be called for the foul. That'll be his first foul of the ball game. Third team foul against the Indians in the quarter. 42-25, 1:57 to go in the third. And Gakin will get 2 free throws. The first one is up, and it is good. Gakin now 3 of 4 from the free throw line in the ball game with 1:57 to go here in the third. Our A&W fourth quarter is on the horizon in about 1:57. Gakin will have one more free throw. It's good. 42-27 now across the half-court line. Sopko at the free throw line. Carson Hall, jumper, is good. Carson Hall gets the 2 to go. Makes it 44-27, 1:40 to play in the third. Gakin left wing, top of the key. Gakin to the right side, Zaroslik, Spillman. Zaroslik, Gakin. Gakin at the free throw line, kicks it out, Spillman. Now 15, Zaroslik back to Spillman. As of the 10-foot volleyball line, loses the handle on it. And they're going to call him for a double dribble, and the ball will go back to the Indians. As the junior Caden Bonsi is in. Raider Bell is in. The junior 6'3" Bell wears 34. Into the Cardinal lineup. 1:14 to play, third quarter. And we're going to have a foul called defensively against the Cardinals. So the foul will be called against Johnson. That'll be his first, 5th team, and the Indians are in the bonus, so Sopko will go to the free throw line for a pair. As they're going to call, Johnson said he was holding somewhere in there. Free throw is up, and it is good by Sopko. A lot of times when a whistle is called with all that commotion in the middle, a lot of times you're going to get an offensive illegal screen against whoever the offense is, but I want to hold instead. Called against the Cardinals. Free throws up, and it is no good for Sopko. First one goes, second one doesn't. 45-27. Haw with the basketball. Into the right corner. Gakin for two. It's up, and it is good. So Lane Gakin knocks down the two-point basket. His first field goal, second half, 45-29. 53 seconds to go, third quarter. Inside to Willie Holmes for two. And Willie Holmes gets the two-point basket to go on senior night. 47-29, 44 seconds to go in the third. And now Reynolds has got a steal for the Indians. Up the Blazer. Indians are 4-on-2. Blazer. Jump ball, and it'll stay with the Indians. So jump ball will stay with Forest City. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. 47-29. Blazer will inbound the basketball from the baseline. Blazer looking to get it in. He does the haul. Now Willie Holmes in the lane. Helms has the ball stripped away by Johnson. And Johnson and company across the line. Now Carson Hall takes it away with 23 on the clock. Hall, foul called against Cale Johnson. That'll be his second. That'll be the sixth of the quarter against the Cardinals. Of course, the clock stays at 5 on the scoreboard because it doesn't matter anymore if calculated them anymore, but we like to keep track of them, know how many were in there. Carson Hall's first free throw goes for the Indians. And he'll get one more opportunity. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is also good. 49-29, 20-point lead for the Indians. 20 seconds to play, third quarter. Gakin free throw line. Ball's loose on the floor, and the Indians come up with it with 13, but then they throw it away. And it's taken back by the Cardinals. Indians rushed a little bit there with 13. Cardinals take it away. Wide open, Bell inside for two. He scores. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So Raider Bell gets an open look inside, and he knocks it down. His first points of the ball game. And the Indians lead 49-31 heading to our fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. We'll have it for you in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 49-31. The Indians outscore the Cardinals 23-10 in the third quarter. Our fourth quarter brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Right now is a great time for a break with a tasty A&W treat, root beer float, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City today. A&W, the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. 49-31 is the score heading to the fourth and final quarter of the ball game. GHV will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. And we are ready for basketball with the Indians leading 49-31. Underway here. Left side of your radio dial. Three-point basket on the way. It's up and it is good. Zaroslik starts the quarter with a three. His second of the half. Tommy Miller, short corner, back out to Dillevue. 49-34. Indians. Miller, floater, free throw line, yes. Tommy Miller's got 7 of the half. 17 for the game. Mason Graham on the right side. Gakin left wing. Gakin gets a bump now to the right side. Johnson looking for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Carson Hall, and Hall and the Indians across the half-court line. Hall left wing. One-on-one with Gakin there. Now he gets rid of it inside to Dillevue. Dillevue working the post back outside to Hall. 22 on the shot clock. Indians will reset the offense here. Under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Dillevue top of the key. He'll hand it off to Hall. Back to Tommy Miller inside of Dillevue. Dillevue working on Johnson for two. And it goes. Dillevue strong to the hoop. 53-34. Zaroslik left by himself. Mason Graham will come back across the line and help him out as Zaroslik and Graham will bring the ball across the line. Gakin left wing. Zaroslik 10-foot volleyball line. Here's Bell. Across to Graham. At the free throw line, here's Gakin. On the right wing, Gakin backs up at the 10-foot volleyball line. In the corner, Graham, top of the key. Johnson, right side, Zaroslik. Now Bell, turnaround jumper, outside the lane, it goes. 53-36 now with 6 minutes to play in the ball game as Carson Hall will bring the ball across the line for the Indians.
Let's go, D.
Top of the key, Dillevue. Miller had a little space. Hall is going to take that space and try for a three. No. Rebound, Clausen. Dillevue, free throw line from the pass from Clausen. Assist, Clausen. Timeout, Cardinals. Dillevue knocks the two on assist from Clausen. It's a full timeout. We'll come back in a minute. Indian basketball from KIOW.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
(55-36), 5:47 to play here in the fourth quarter. Indians and the Cardinals here in conference play. 3 games, well, I guess 2 games in 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the regular season for the Indians. We'll go to Belmont tomorrow night. Come back home for West Fork on Thursday. The girls will get going later on in postseason. New Hampton coming to town to open up postseason play. GHV will start at home as the 4 seed against Central Springs, the 5 seed. Forest City grabs the rebound there on a missed GHV shot. The Indians back the other way, right side of your radio dial. Indians will start at home against the 6-seeded Belmont Clemmy Broncos. Indians are the 3rd seed in the postseason. Here's Blazer. He bounces out inside to Willie Holmes. Dillevue back to Blazer. 17 on the shot clock. 5:13 to play here on the 4th. Willie Holmes top of the key. Blazer looking to feed it inside in a ball that goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Indians with just 8 on the shot clock. 5:05 to play here in the 4th, 55-36. 8 on the shot clock. The Indians will inbound to the baseline, right side of the backboard. Dillevue gets it to the 10-foot volleyball line. They got to go. 6. Now 5 and 4. Dillevue gets a screen. Sopko. Sopko at the buzzer. His shot is no good. And the rebound comes to the Cardinals. Haw to Spillman. Back to Haw on the right side. That's Aiden Haw. Zane also in the game. Both of them down low right now. Here's a 3 on the way. Spillman no. Zane Haw the rebound. Gakin for 2. And a foul is going to be called. Free throws coming here for Gakin as Reynolds will be called for the foul. That'll be his second. First foul against the Indians here in the quarter with 4:34 to play in the ball game, 55-36. And Gakin at the free throw line. First free throw up, and it is no good. He'll get one more opportunity. 4:34 to play here on the 4th. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is in and out, no good. And the rebound will go to Willie Holmes for the Indians. Blazer now will bring it across the line to the right side. Holmes. Reynolds. Dillevue feeds inside to Willie. Wraparound pass. Blazer for a 3. It is good. Give the assist to Willie Holmes on a triple by Cooper Blazer. And it's now 58-36, 4:08 to play here in the fourth. Gakin with the basketball over to Aiden Haw. Spillman in the corner, back to Aiden Haw, left wing. In the corner to Spillman. Aiden Haw with it, back into Spillman in the lane. Kicks it out to Zaroslik. Now Gakin will drive, looking for two. His shot goes. 58-38, 20-point lead for the Indians. Blazers got it. He'll set up the offense for the Indians. 5:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Reynolds with the basketball. Dillavu. Sopko for three. That's no good. Rebound to Blazer inside. Willie Holmes has his shot taken away by Haw. Gakin on the right wing. Zaroslik now gets the pass from Gakin. Here's Aiden Haw. Back feed inside to Gakin, out to Zaroslik, who will try the trigger on a three. It's good. So Zaroslik will knock down the triple, and you take a timeout to get some subs in here as the Indians will bring some of their seniors in here on senior night. So on senior night, the Indians will go with seniors Jackson Archer, Sam Clausen. And they'll take a 30-second timeout. So they're going to use the 30-second timeout. The Cardinals will. The Indians use it for subs. The Cardinals will take it to talk about things. So the Indians are going to go with five seniors here on senior night. Tommy Miller will stay in the game. He'll be joined by Clausen. Mention him. Jackson Archer is in the game as well. Greg Smith in the game. And Jack Thompson, the other senior with Jackson Archer. So five seniors in here for the Indians here on senior night with 3:05 to play, 3:06 to play here in the fourth, and a 58-41 lead for the Indians. It'll be GHV sending Bell back into the game. Brighton Krause is into the game for the first time. Zaroslik, Aiden, and Zane Haw, the five for the Cardinals. Jack Thompson, Tommy Miller, 2:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. 58-41 to the right side, Jack Thompson. Looking inside at Clausen now. Greg Smith left side to Tommy Miller. Miller looking. Archer, top of the key. Greg Smith. Jack Thompson back outside to Archer. Tommy Miller with 4 on the shot clock. Miller will just throw it up. It's off the back of the iron, no good, but it hit the iron, so reset shot clock. Zane Haw grabs the rebound. Haw across the line at the free throw line. Haw for two, it goes. So Haw knocks down the triple, 2:19 to play here in the fourth, 58-43. Thompson with the basketball to Greg Smith at the free throw line, out to Clausen. He'll pump fake, try a long two. It's no good. Rebound to Haw for GHV with 2:05 to play in the ball game. Top of the key. Bell. Zaroslik in the corner. Haw looking for a three. On the way, no. Rebound to Greg Smith with 1:45 to play here in the fourth. 1:40 to play now here in the fourth quarter. 58-43. And they'll have substitutes now. As checking in here for the Cardinals. Cones is in. Caden Bonsi is in for the Cardinals as well. 1:38 to play here in the fourth quarter, 58-43. Cones will inbound the basketball to Krause, and Krause will bring the ball across the line. Bonsi will try for a three. That's no good off the front of the iron. Krause now will try for a three left wing. That's also no good. And the rebound is picked up by the Indians. Vinton Feldman in with the bright yellow shoes. Jack Thompson against the feed, and a foul is called, and Thompson will go to the free throw line. So the Indians sending in a few more of their guys as Vinton Feldman, senior, get into the action. Rylan Litzen also in there, a senior for the Indians. Jack Thompson's first free throw is up, and it is no good. But he'll get one more opportunity from the free throw line. Foul went against Krause, his first. And Jack Thompson's second free throw, it goes. 59-43, 1:12 to play here in the fourth. And now a steal by Clausen to Thompson for two more. It's short. Clausen gets the rebound. Puts it back up. No. Bell grabs the rebound for GHV. Here's Kraus on the right wing. To Bell. Here's a three on the way. Up and it is good. Cones knocks down the three for GHV. So Cones gets the triple to go. 59-46 now with 41 seconds to play. Jackson Archer. Top of the key, Jack Thompson. Archer on the left wing. Litzen. Vinton Feldman, short corner. Inside the lane. Back outside to Archer. With 22. Litzen for two. Has this shot blocked by Bell. Vinton Feldman will get it back to Archer. Archer baseline. Try to go into Litzen. Ball is taken away and by the Cardinals. It was going to be a shot clock violation if it wasn't taken away, but it was taken away. Bell to Cones. Bell. And a three on the way at the buzzer. It is no good, and that'll be the end of the ball game. 59-46, the final score. Forest City will defeat Garner Hayfield Ventura tonight by that score as the Indians get outscored in the fourth quarter 15-10, but they win tonight 59-46. The Indians will advance their record. They are now 11-8 and 11-4 in the TIC West on the season. Post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds comes your way in 2 minutes on KIOW and live at KIOW.com.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, NK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your communities. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. It can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how we can help your ride on Facebook at KCS Customs. KCS Customs of Forest City, your Western snowplow dealer and vehicle customizer.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to shove these $20 bills down the drain. Ah, there we go.
Having an old water softener is like shoving money down the drain. But a new Culligan softener can save money and a ton of salt. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zerna Gastel with you. Post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields today? Give our friends at County Line Seeds a call today, 641-581-3300, or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. Forest City wins tonight by a final score of 59-46 here in the boys game as the Indians led by just 5 at halftime and outscored GHV 23-10 in the third quarter to really break the game open. Got some seniors in here on senior night and got, I think, every senior in. We'll check that stat here in a moment, but I believe they got every senior in, which is cool to see on senior night. Got a couple of them some points as Willie Holmes knocked down a 2-point basket, and normal suspects, Tommy Miller, senior, gets a big night as well tonight for the Indians. 17 for Miller. He leads the way. It was 11 points in the contest for Dillevue, 9 points for Carson Hall, 6 apiece for Sopko and Greg Smith on senior night. Greg gets 6 points. 7 points in the contest for Cooper Blazer. It was 2 points for Willie Holmes and 1 point for Jack Thompson in the game here tonight on senior night. For Garner Hayfield Ventura, they get 12 points for Zaroslik, 9 points for Gakin, 9 points for Johnson. 4 points for Aiden Haw, 3 points for Mason Graham, 2 points for Zane Haw, 4 points for Bell, and 3 points in the contest for Cones as well for GHV. The Indians committed 4 fouls in the first half, 4 fouls in the second half, 8 fouls in the game. Cardinals committed 4 fouls in the first half and 6 fouls in the second half, 10 fouls in the contest. The Indians were 10 of 14 from the free throw line and made 7 3-pointers. GHV was 6 of 10 from the free throw line and made 8 threes in the contest. Forest City improves to 11 and 8, 11 and 4 in the TIC. GHV falls to 6 and 14 and 6 and 9 in the TIC. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 30 seconds with our NBT Bank Players of the Game.
NBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with NBT? NBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as our NBT Bank Player of the Game. Well, let's do the seniors on the girls' side. 3 seniors. They scored 24 of the 28 first-half points for the Indians. So on the girls' side, we'll give it off to those great seniors as Zoe Holmes, Emma Anderson, the seniors for the Indians. Picked up 24. I was just double-checking to make sure we had 24 of the 28 points in the first half. Those 3 seniors, Jaden Jerome, Zoe Holmes, and Emma Anderson, are the NBT Bank Players of the Game. On the boys' side, we'll go with the seniors as well here on senior night. Tommy Miller led the way with 17, but we'll give it to all the seniors here on senior night. That's going to conclude our broadcast tonight. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. We're back tomorrow night as we head to Belmont for the season finale of the girls. The boys will have one more game left, but the conference season finale for the boys tomorrow night in Belmont. Pre-game show at a normal time at 6 o'clock. Tip-off at 6:15 from Belmont Clemmy High School. Thanks to all of our great sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. Thanks to our camera operator, Ashley, and John Lynch back at the studio for all of your hard work this evening. Again, final scores. The Indians win both games tonight. The girls' contest, the Indians win 62-30. And on the boys' side, Forest City wins by a final score of 59-46. I'm Sarah Negastal from Forest City High School saying good night.